Alright, good evening and welcome back to Road Trader Deadliest Game. We made it to session 2. And you managed to make it all the way through to the Koronus Expanse. Taking the long route apparently. So it was pointed out to me that the rulebook does have something. I was just looking in the wrong place, as you do when you panic. And it should have been a much quicker route than you took. Is everyone else here?
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah, just put it a bit quick. Right. So,
Look, if we did things the easy way, we would be a successful rogue trader house.
very true. Alright, just open up my rulebook. So, you've arrived at Footfall. Footfall, for those you don't know, is a series of asteroids held together by massive chains surrounding a huge 12-kilometer long statue of the Emperor. This place is in no way overcompensating. It is, of course, the gateway to the Koronus Expanse, and my camera went a bit weird. Going to have to be a interesting place. You, of course, arrive, and as you come into dock, you will find somebody awaiting you. This will be none other than our good friend Taxomius Filch, tax collector extraordinaire.
How long were we in the warp again?
7.5 days.
He shouldn't be bothering us already.
He's just kind of got there ahead of you somehow. So, he'll be standing there, tapping his foot, going, I assume, for some reason, you didn't use the properly charted route and went off on your own willy-nilly method.
Cheaper.
Cheaper, you say.
Well, loosely.
So, in the time afforded to me by your late arrival, we've discovered that your tide is actually further behind than we expected. It seems you have not delivered a single planet into the Emperor's grace in over 100 years.
Hey.
Well, to be fair, we have exterminated a fair number of Xenos in that time.
Yes, but your tide specifically says you are to bring more units in. To subsection C, page 242 of the Warrants of Trade.
Ah, yes, of course, the warrant of trade I've read every letter of.
You may have actually looked at it once.
There are only 26 letters.
True. So, I thought to help you with this, we would probably have to bring in a member of the Adeptus Astronomicon. Wrong one. Ecclesiarchy. So, this here is the assigned priest, and he will be joining you for the rest of your journeys. Would you like to introduce yourself?
You're seeing standing there. You'll see a wiry, thin man bathed in a very subdued ecclesiastical robe, carrying what seems to be a very large box on his back. Coming out, looking like more like Velcro's veins more than anything else. You start seeing peeking out from underneath his collar. There's a whole bunch of what you could only describe as ganger tattoos crawling up nearly up his jaw, and he's tight cropped hair and very forlorn expression. Said, "Yes, I am Brother. You may call me Brother Kelkopa, and I'm here to assist you in your future endeavors."
All right.
Ah, wonderful. You'll fit right in on this ship. It's good to have you.
Uh-huh.
Very religious ship.
Will Malcolm be smoking underneath the no smoking sign? Yep. Good to have you.
Ignore the heretical sign scrawled on every wall.
We don't have any
Don't
of those.
worry.
We haven't been there that long.
So, yeah, this is Floop, who will be joining us as our priest.
Yes. Hi there.
Hello.
And I've discovered Mid-Journey, and character portraits are going to get interesting from now on. So,
They are so good.
yeah, the Mid-Journey for character portraits is amazing. Okay. There are nothing to say. So, I would like to hear back from you fairly quickly about the... Obviously not the complete conversion. We accept that takes time, but at least a good start on it.
We will inform you directly, Emperor willing.
Yes, I will be watching you. And he kind of wanders off, and servitors with all his accounts follow him, stomping
Who
off.
shot the tech? Who shot the priest? Don't do that.
Who's shooting the priest?
Priest is fine. Priest just tripped.
Okay.
Okay.
The
people
box he's
before they'll
carrying
say
is
that.
very heavy.
Hey,
He asked
let's-
where he could place his things.
Well, it's got to be a chapel somewhere on this ship. I don't know where, but
I love that the
door just
Archmaster somewhere on the ship.
centuries
This
dust.
yeah, somewhere this
Oh,
4-kilometre long ship, and there's got to be a chapel. We've got no idea where it is, even though we live
the
here.
bounty hunter, asking the bounty hunter from a death world where the church is not an opening gambit you're going to win.
Oh, you're
I'm
of
sure
course
we'll-
free to take a room with us, just below the bridge there, through the doors.
Excellent. Thank you.
Get the doors
Well,
open.
Yeah, the doors open. There are doors this week.
We still have the door
Will, something
windows.
like Will.
so
The
that's
door windows
two.
are beyond my control.
So we finally paid the monthly subscription fee for doors
Yes.
in game.
Yeah. So, for people who haven't seen what Foundry does, this is what the players are saying.
All these doors make a window.
It's cool as hell that there's actual
Yeah.
line of sight and stuff.
Yes. Not this one. This is my quarters.
Not your.
You wish. You wish.
Oh, of course. You wish to give a prayer. Go right ahead.
I don't. Here's the thing about this layout. I understand how there's there's a left hallway and a right hallway. I just don't understand why they don't connect lower down so that it just makes a proper loop, except that it just terminates in a room at the end. Whomever this was built with mechanical precision, i.e., by a dumb computer robot.
This is
That's
the
very
ship that has
meaningful.
about 50% doors that don't go anywhere and 50% doors that work, and you're quibbling the design choices.
But that's also a very mean thing to call, Gray.
What are we playing Space Hulk?
I'm talking about that in the universe.
You
Yeah.
mean the
Well-
servant closets?
Not yet.
We
That's
hope
the
we're not going
servant
to end up
exhibit.
playing Space Hulk.
Look, the night is young.
just give it a couple. Just give it a couple of bad rolls, and we'll see.
Session 1 and 2, Rogue Trader. Session 3, Space Hulk.
Session 4, Necromancy.
We decided that
War, only
the
war.
main thing that we needed to hunt was Gene Stealer Primus. I'm sure.
That'll go well.
You
All right.
shouldn't have let it on your ship.
Let is a strong word.
Oh, I should probably say I'm technically not in this scene.
Yeah.
So I'll just...
I'll just throw
Oh,
you out
yeah.
into space.
I
I'll throw
forgot.
yourself out into space. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll just... Bye. I can't.
Yeet.
There you go. I've spaced you. It's all good.
Don't we have a load of
No.
cockpit windows? Just shove it through one of those. Open up the hatch and...
No. All right. So, yeah. You have apparently missed the incredibly quick route and taken the backwards route.
That does sound like us.
Yeah.
I think there's only one solution to this problem, isn't there?
Going through the warp backwards back to where we started, then taking the correct route to Footfall just to prove a point.
Return the navigator. He's still under warranty.
I didn't realize there was a Navigators R Us on Footfall, but if there is, it's not a bad plan.
I suppose technically speaking, it's the navigator houses. You could go back to them and say this one's defective.
Wasn't
we
that the
have-
plan all along?
You have a refund.
Excuse me, we need to exchange this our navigator. This one is defective. It doesn't seem to be aware of existing warp paths.
I appreciate I have a crossbow in my room that I don't use.
It's a bit like shoving a load of core berserkers in a rhino and them just going, well, we need a new driver. This one is useless. Why? Well, because we killed him.
Why is there a
He's
hammer
dead.
under my bed? Why is there a hammer under my bed?
Why wouldn't there be a hammer under your bed?
Look,
Get
it's
out
your-
of my room!
It's your room.
This is my fucking room. Get out of it.
This is my room. Do
No,
you
it's
see
not.
this
Yours
bench
is
in
the
this
one
corner?
above me.
Do you see this bench?
Yes, yours is this one.
No,
Yours
mine
is the
has
one
the
above me.
bench and the plasma pistols on the table and the giant pile of power notes.
We made
This
this
is-
joke. We made this joke about having the same connecting wall. That was the whole point of the gag.
That is not a bench.
This is why the corridor doesn't connect, so that only half the crew can fight with half the crew at a time.
There may be an element of truth to that, admittedly.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want this room. I've already blown up one plasma pistol today.
You're saying the arch militant doesn't want more access to explosives. Are you listening to yourself?
Do I need to break out the holy hose of calming? Sort yourself, gentlemen.
God
I'm
in heaven,
waterproof.
please, God in heaven, please
I'd
let's
love-
get forward.
I'd love for you to be able to do that, boss, but unfortunately the tech priest broke it trying to turn it into a plasma. So, you know.
I'm
Don't admit
surprised.
that
No,
is
I was trying to get it to
priest.
summon saw to shoot saw blades. Come on.
We're
This
not
is basic
even in-
weaponry.
We're not even in a cabin or suffering from cabin fever.
I mean, technically speaking, the
cabin.
rooms on our ship are cabins.
Greg, can you turn the door back on? Oh wait, there it is. I was on. It turns off when you switch to measure mode.
Surely the most esoteric of all concerns. Not like what the fuck's happened to the fire suppression system now. It's man, like turn that door back on.
Why is the door gone? Oh, I'm in ruler mode. That makes sense.
Well, that'll do it. All right.
I don't think I can do that. Terran will not notice the difference until a few minutes from now.
Oh boy.
Unlock the door.
Oh.
Al,
But I-
open the pod bay door.
You gotta ask Added, he turned your door off.
Only
Oh,
Greg
Dave,
can
I
turn
can't
off
let
the
you
door.
do that. Yeah.
Right,
So-
I'm going through the floor.
You do realize the door is open.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what is the order of business for today?
Well, we got given, I mean, briefly pulling behind the curtain, I think we have a laundry list of things to do that we discussed off camera. Which we should probably now bring up in character.
Yep.
Mainly
idea.
because I'm doing one of my most favourite things, which is shopping for weapons.
Oh yeah,
I'm,
the first acquisition zero cost thing, right?
no, well, this is actually what Added asked me to do in character, which is find a load of stuff that doesn't kill people.
Yep, handed out a couple of missions, get some proper capture weapons. Wilmot, and I guess our new brother Culpa can head to the Ecclesiarchy to register our presence so that they have a record of us. And then anyone else can go recruit our new astropath or navigator or our new person.
You could always send Cass's character to recruit Cass's character.
Yes. Send the astropath to recruit the
We'll just have
navigator.
5 minutes of Cass talking to himself in different voices.
He
No.
just walks in. You work for them now, and leaves.
Yep, and my mission was to spread some misinformation.
All right. Which one do you want to do first? Crickets.
I'll go.
Crickets everywhere.
I'll
Me-
go.
Yeah.
Let's get.
Okay, so flip
Hey, new guy, you, father, I do apologize. The religious practices were a little bit
Brother Culpa.
stint on my, a bit sparse on my planet.
It's in the players list.
Well, I need to. I'm asking him his
I've
name.
lost the vision from everybody again.
It's
I think that
You
was
can
in
call
character,
me
not
brother.
learning his name, as opposed to
you can call me Brother Culpa.
Brother. Okay, brother Culpa. Brother Culpa. We have a job. It seems to be to go and speak to the Ministrorum. so that we can get some legal sanctions on our remembrances of our deeds. Nothing that no
Russian
one
now?
can say that we not do.
Okay. I will be pleased to assist in any way I can.
Ah, good. I would need you to be doing the talking. I am going to go and get my go get a family relic that would probably be helpful. And I enter my room. I start rummaging around, and I pull out what does a reliquary of Saint Drusus look like? Is the main question here.
It's a
Like
little
a-
piece of paper that says Reliquary of St. Drusus on it. It's like the
And then-
Doctor Who paper.
Then, or bone. Quite often bones
That's
are
like-
used. So this is
like a
actually
box
one of his
of
finger bones. Don't ignore
I
the
will-
fact that there's 400 of them in circulation.
I will bring out a long joint. I will bring out a long jointed finger, most likely the middle finger of Saint Drusus, encased in a glass case, suspended. That hangs from a basically it's like a box that hangs from a center pole.
The middle finger of Saint Drusus.
Yes, the middle finger of Saint Drusus.
Look, if you cut the hand off, it grows back.
I was gonna say, in a game where you can just replace limbs, it's not impossible there are actually 400 fingers of St. Drusus lying around.
Just the main question is, we're currently at Footfall, right? Where we at?
Yes, this is
Yeah.
Footfall.
We should be able to go to the local administratum chapel and deal with their lackeys. So come, let's go.
Right.
That's me starting mine up. Anyone else?
Should we go one at a time? Because otherwise it's
Yeah.
going to get immensely confusing.
Fair
All
enough.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Off to
So,
the
Ray, do I
administratum.
Do I need to make a navigation ground check to find the auspices in this place, or does there a handy sign pointing directions?
There'll be handy signs. You'll get your tourist brochure. Welcome to Footfall. Grey 17 is missing. Please do not go wander in that direction.
Gray 17, huh?
Flick, 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 flick. All right, so we're going. So this 40-page visitors pamphlet. Since Footfall is probably massive, like in much other 40K anythings. We will enter many a lift and go across many a walkway, and come forth beheld a massive cathedral built unto the sky.
But the cathedral is built on its own asteroid. But there is kind of like walkways, and so this is kind of all like geosynchronicity locks asteroids to have its own passageway and stuff like that. But it's perfectly positioned to be looking upwards at the 12-kilometer like statue of the emperor. And like as you walk in, that's kind of like the window kind of folds up across the ceiling, and all you can see if you look up is just the emperor filling the window, like the sky.
I'll make the sound of the Aquila like a good boy.
So do I. And I look over at and I'm very pleased at what I see.
Yep, there are priests everywhere, like wandering around.
What are you from, by the way, Mr. Floop? Mr. What? I'm asking this a question, Mr. Colpa. What world are you from? What
Well,
type?
I've been traveling very, very for the last 30 years or so. I have been traveling from place to place, spreading the message of a good Lord's name. There's no real place I call home.
Missionary work keeps one busy. I see. I wouldn't know very much. I wasn't able to travel much from my home death world. We were a bit lost before our benefactor, Mr. Rex family came and integrated us into the light of the Imperium.
That's good. Now you are saved and you are bathed in his holy light.
As one would say, we're saved every day. We were only the lucky made it out from my world, not being crushed underneath on some giant lizard's feet, or breath, or made thrall to some horrible hypnotic pollen of a big moth. And then there's that other lizard with 3 heads that breathed lightning. And then there was a shark with the large fin on top. Anyway, I digress.
All right, you spend the next hour in a queue. I mean, this is a quick queue because you've got a priest with you. The there's actual tents set up for the normal queues.
I'll pass a throne or two to the hot dog vendor that's clearly set up on the side, so we can get some pastries on in the wait line.
Get your Drusus dogs. Get your holy Drusus dogs here.
And also some drink from the man with communal wine out of a barrel in the back.
Holy water of Saint Cicero. Holy water of Saint Cicero.
And probably attend the walking lavatory who walks around and gives you a privacy screen so you don't lose your place in line if you have to use the loo.
That's just a servitor. And it's got a suction hose.
No entrepreneurial man with a bucket. Okay.
No.
That's in the common queue.
No. He owns the servitors.
Man knows that there are a few things that are sanitation is one of the things you can't do without.
Yeah. Right. So you reach the desk, and like the clerk will, praise be the Emperor. How may I help you?
Do you want to lead on this one, good sir, or shall I?
I have just arrived, so I think that I can help with the specifics, but
Yes. I do. My good sir, I will take my my middle finger and place it at my middle finger, which is hanging from around my neck.
Your middle
It,
finger or the
pointing-
saint's finger?
the saint's middle finger that's hanging around my neck.
Gotcha. Important thing to check.
I'm
Yes.
going to have to do a
Same.
3D model at this way.
Yes, you are. Yes, well done.
Yes, it's hanging around my neck. Yes, good sir. Me and my colleagues are looking for some. Was it records or just to make sure we're looking for some ability to get remembrances of what we do that is in a official capacity, right?
You're trying to register yourself with them, I think.
I'm asking Rex real fast just to make sure I
Yeah,
got this correct.
just we need an official record with the ecclesiarchy so that none may question our deeds.
Yes,
So
we're
what
looking.
So what we need is a Alpha Patra 747 form with the official stamp and another B73 form just for redundancy's sake, please.
Oh, right. Yes. Right. Bay 42. See Brother McCann. He will get you sorted.
Thank you very much, brother.
Maybe the Emperor go with you.
May the Emperor follow along, and then we'll enter the Bay 42 queue.
Yep. This is a much shorter queue. Only half an hour.
So, you guys been traveling long?
We've been here and there. I have been sequestered to the what's the real first? To the Buck clan ever since my childhood. We are both my ancestry back in the day, once upon a time, was discovered by I need a forefather. I need a forefather. I need a forefather.
Frank Buck.
The illustrious Frank Buck, who discovered our world and integrated us into the holy light of the Imperium.
Yes.
We were we were dino riders back in those days, or followers of the kaiju, mainly because they couldn't see behind them most of the time.
Some would say that the Emperor has an aspect of a kaiju.
Oh, you mean the great golden thunder lizard that comes from space?
Yes, there's many ways that could
Oh.
be sent as a metaphor.
As
A physical metaphor.
also the great metal thunder lizard, the great metal silver thunder lizard, and his aspect of the machine god.
Exactly.
I think that's Gamera and Metal Gamera, but I may be wrong. I'm sure I'll be corrected in the comments. Yes.
So
Yes.
you arrive at the front of the desk. As you know the form, you'll be able to. So they don't make these things easy, obviously. So we'll have to have a bit of a skill test to see how well you do this.
Good luck.
So this will be trying to find the actual skill list. Probably common law. What's the right one?
I got Common Law Imperium, and I got.
Well,
Skill lists are page 75.
Yeah.
There might be
doesn't
common
break
law
them
ecclesiarchy.
Yeah,
or
common law
something.
ecclesiarchy.
You'd think I'd
Oh.
have that.
You'd
You
think.
know?
Or
Or Common Law Ministorum. What do you have on your starting list for
No, this isn't the administratum you're dealing with.
Yeah.
I meant Ministorum, as I was saying.
Yeah.
Where
So, yeah,
is
there's
my?
common law.
This
Yeah,
is-
it's common law ecclesiarchy, so
Yeah.
it's an int skill.
You happen to? Where is the Fire and Brimstone man?
Yeah, no, I don't have that trained.
You sure? Basic weapons, 30%.
Yeah,
Pure
I
faith.
got Imperial
very
Creed.
odd that
Yep,
the
you
priest
can-
doesn't get that.
Imperial Creed is actually the religious text.
Yeah. No, this is
Yep.
like. That's
The
interesting.
actual ecclesiarchy. Nope, I don't have that. So that's
Well, you know
just-
what? We don't know, but they know. So I'm going to. Would you be okay, Gray, if I attempt a charm test with my reliquary and my good boy holy demeanor?
this not be cheap.
Yes, you can have a charm test. That's fine.
Will there be any? Will there be any detriments? Looking.
Probably not.
Ooh, flat test.
So, because you're basically just straight up trying to charm.
Get them to fill out the form, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or at least get
But
some.
yeah, the missionary doesn't start with common law ecclesiarchy. That is very funny.
Yeah.
Seems like an oversight, but
It
hey-ho.
is on the rank 1 advances.
Yeah, you can buy it as a
Mm.
rank 1 advance, but
Okay.
next time.
My fantasy grounds is deciding to take itself. I can see. Oh, here we go. Wait a second. I'm back.
Fantasy
I'm back. Am I
grounds?
live?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Not fantasy grounds. It's been a while. All right. Okay, test.
That's it. The problem is if you're on fantasy grounds, that's probably the problem.
That would be a trouble.
Yeah.
There's no button to roll it directly from here, so I'm just gonna type it out. So it's 1d100.
You
Yeah.
just click on the name on your stats page.
That's what
Yeah.
I was on the stat. I'm doing that right now. It's just not. It's not popping up.
It should work. Well, are you doing it from the advances page or the stats page?
You
I'm on the stat page right here.
was that a
You should just be able
T100?
to- Yeah, you should
That
just be able
was-
to roll it like that.
Wow.
Sorry, discard. I ate your good roll. Oh, that was Carcer.
Yeah, I was just.
I'm
um,
clicking.
I'm
I'm
just saying,
clicking.
you just click charm, like the name, not the number.
Let me reload my browser.
For those of you playing along at home, it's been some time since we used the Foundry Rogue Trader mod. When I say that, I mean ever.
Yes.
Well, it also give you the fact that I need to close a couple of tabs in my
Discard.
Vivaldi.
I can't. I opened your character. I can't roll it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Interesting.
Ray, how have you hexed his character?
Nope,
Can
I
you
can't roll
roll
anyone
other
else's.
people's character
Discard. Do you
sheets?
have ownership of that character?
That would be
One
like
would-
well on track for me to.
Do you have the roll sheet and prototype tokens button at the top next to close?
Weird.
Yes.
Now I thought I had 40. Now it says now it's untrained. Weird. Okay, I can roll again.
Are you sure you got your character sheet open?
I'm sure I
You've
had
got
everything
charm
on it.
12 untrained. Yeah, that should be different.
Well, I have it. I have this reliquary, so I'm going to thumb my middle finger.
Wait, what's Floops? What is? Do you
Floops.
have better
What's your-
fellowship?
What's your fellowship loop?
34.
So basically, we're on the same. Can Floop thumb my middle finger?
Give him your middle. Just give him the middle finger, and it should be fine, right?
I mean, he can prompt me with my middle finger for his uses. Yeah, the entire reason why I may have made Jerus's middle finger the finger in question.
I do appreciate the joke.
Wait, are we still rolling charm, or what do we need now?
Yeah, you can go for charm if you want to go for charm.
Go for charm plus 20 if you could, sir.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to do it.
Yeah, I think you should do it because
I think you're both equally bad.
I'm equally bad.
I have 5 fate points. I'm going to spend 1 fate point to get this plus 10. So it's up to 40. And I have a
Okay.
reroll in my back pocket just in case.
I don't think you can spend 2 fate points on the same roll.
No.
Not for the same roll or the same thing.
Well, because you've already added 10 to this, you can't now re-roll it, I think.
Oh, frag.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Oh, yeah, you can do that,
speak
yeah.
under correction.
Yeah, I can reroll it, yeah. So it's basically reroll with the same modifiers. 3. There's a reason why I went. This was the reason why I went ham on fate points, because my dice are bad.
Hey,
I pull out, make finger guns. Hey.
Make a finger gun with the middle finger.
I do apologize, Mr. Administrator, ma'am. I'm just a poor holy pious boy, and I am trying to make sure that our deeds are recorded proper in the eyes of the Emperor, so that one may not question his holy sight.
You're trying to register your activities in the region?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, yes. He's kind of captivated by like the gold filigree little vial on your neck. The kind of stumps of the other fingers like at the bottom is a little strange, but the kind of modelled base. But he seems like just the divine aura.
Are you telling me, good sir, that you were saying that my reliquary is literally designed to flicking somebody off?
Yes.
Welcome to the Imperium of Man.
Enjoy your stay.
Punch.
Or St. Drusus's holy sign.
I'm sure it's a.
It's not kind of like a fall, but someone's attempted to model like the base of the hand with the other fingers like down, so it looks like it's built into the hand and it's just a finger, but not quite realizing what that means.
Beautiful.
I'm sure it's a gesture that has been lost into antiquity.
But
It
it's
was made by a
standard.
very well-meaning priest.
thought didn't even cross his mind.
This is why rerolls are very important, everybody.
All right.
So
yeah,
yeah,
so-
sending people that actually have good skills in the thing we're trying to do as well.
This is what Adam told me to do.
When the rogue trader asks you to do something, you do it.
Yeah, sure.
I can't help the fact that this is what my boss delegated to me.
And also,
Something
who
we
knew that part of missionary school isn't dealing with the ecclesiarchy?
That's the problem.
No,
We went to
it's-
missionary school, not
Yeah.
sort of the training to become a
It's
cleric.
It's hyping people up.
Yeah. So you still got to make your roll to fill out the forms, but you'll get a plus 30 as this priest is willing to take the extra time to help you fill the forms out. Just can you spend that time bathing in the middle finger of Drusus, St. Drusus? This is worth the time out of his day to be in such a holy relic's aura.
Is it?
Now, which of
so
you
would
has
this,
the best intelligence?
would this be something like linguistics low Gothic to fill it out properly, or what?
It's
Oh,
probably still the
it's
ecclesiarchy
not
role.
written in Low Gothic.
No, it's definitely High Gothic, but it's going to be ecclesiarchy as a role.
Oh.
So you'd have to probably just make a flat.
What's your intelligence? What's your intelligence? Our good Flu.
It's 31.
31. Well, you have a plus. How many fate points do you have?
I have 4 fate points, so I
Okay.
could try and.
I say you're getting a plus 30 to this roll.
So
Okay.
for an untrained skill, technically you shouldn't be able to use these, but I suppose for this it'll be okay. But you should take it at half your stat value.
Yeah, you can always do an untrained skill, but it is normally not suggested.
Well, you
Right,
can always
so-
do an untrained skill if it's basic.
Yeah, this
So-
is not a basic skill, but otherwise
Oh.
this is going nowhere. So
Yeah. Also, I'm willing to bet the priest should have access to this as a basic skill, and this might be Fantasy Flight messing up somehow.
no, it's there. He just didn't take it as an advance.
What did he take instead?
Skill to use the flamethrower.
Oh,
mad
is
at
this
that.
your
I
twin
would do-
brother?
I'm mad at my own part.
No, he saw this all on his own.
You've already
So-
indoctrinated him into the flame cult. Damn it.
So the plus my base target is 11 because it's half my what is it? No, 15.
Yeah, so half of
Um,
your thing plus 30 is the target.
So 45.
Yeah, so
Yes.
just roll the
Rolling it.
D100 and
Unless you want to
Good luck.
spend one fate point, make it 55, and then re-rolling that right now.
no, he probably wants to spend it on a reroll.
I'm
Yes,
pretty
I'm
sure
saying.
a reroll is the thing.
Yeah.
I'll take a reroll.
I was gonna say that. I was saying that before he hit the die button, but now you can't do it. 'Cause you can only get plus 10 after before you roll the die.
It's true.
Yeah, you might want to reroll that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, I figured.
Significantly less failure.
So very subtly, I thumbed the light switch that for the reliquary, so it starts playing a light show on it now.
You pick up your pen, and just before you press it to paper, the cleric reaches over, swift flips the form up so that it's right side up.
Yep.
And now I can fill it in, with dotting all the crossing the I's and dotting all the T's.
Yeah. This is not what you signed up to be a priest for. This is the whole
No.
reason you're like off on a rogue trader mission. Yeah.
I'm a
My
missionary.
tongue,
to
is,
the way.
my tongue is sticking out the entire time, as I'm concentrating, writing these big block letters.
I'm
You
here for the
basically-
flamethrowing, not the writing.
You took a moment to draw the little dotted lines to make sure you got the proper sizing for each letter.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright. So yeah, you're given like the proper form, and it is actually quite a useful form to have. Because it gives you active claims on quite a few different worlds, and like just a general idea of what is going on out in the universe and what bits you should be avoiding. Yeah, you don't want to go off and like try and convert somebody else's claim. That would be just embarrassing.
Rude.
But there is also a bit where you'll have to properly like annotate your own like claims. So once you claim somewhere and start converting it, they're going to expect you to properly get in there and like let them know so they can send more priestess back up.
Shame we don't have an astropath anymore.
Well,
You
you still
do.
do. He's just not a character.
Yeah,
He's just
He's-
less useful. Yeah.
he's too boring. He's wandered off somewhere else.
He's
Got
on
onto the ship, suddenly realized he didn't have a flamethrower permanently mounted to his skull. Pouting in his room.
Have
as
you
you do.
acquired the flamethrower ability?
No, because the navigator gets the special eye, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, you can pick. So
Yeah.
I went with the Littlest Stare, which is not, I suppose, mechanically, it's not really a flamethrower, but yeah.
It's a flamethrower for your brain.
It's
Well,
more
other
like an
people's brain.
infinite, as long as somebody's, depending on how many people are looking at me, an infinite sort of rate of, well, it's sort of a one shot, but infinite target possibility las gun.
Lots of fun, basically.
Yes.
All right. So that completes that bit. You now have a register of what you're supposed to be doing. Very useful thing to have.
There's also so this is basically this is just sanctioned to do the whole planet thing, right?
Yeah, this is just making sure that you're not going to step on anyone else's toes as you do this.
Okay.
It's important, but very much ticking the numbers.
Very important. Yeah, so we don't so no one can just come up and launch a legal claim that it's not backed by the administratum.
Yeah.
All
You have
sorts
made
of
some
anyone
priests
can make
stay, though,
dark stuff.
if that helps.
Not many people get
Okay.
to see. They get to see the holy finger of Drusus.
Right.
Now we will walk on out. Me with my finger shining for all to see.
How do I turn this off?
As I fiddle with the trying to turn off the lightning show. And now it's gonna start, and then it starts playing a song.
It's a small world as it turns around.
Hey,
It's a
Archaeotech,
small
man.
rock after all.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Definitely could be worse. So,
But no, that
I
was
don't like
the
it when the
next,
GM says that. I really don't.
that was the next verse of the song. It's a small world, but it could be worse.
I could see why they trimmed it down for the publication version.
yeah,
Hmm.
kind of broke the meter a little bit.
Yeah, well, to be fair, nobody's using metric in 4K.
Nope, we're using Imperial
I'm just
standard
not
here.
responding to that one.
No. Nope. I lack the artillery to properly respond to that.
That's exactly
now.
why I saved these terrible tricks for this game, because none of you are within Basilisk shell distance.
For now.
Granted, yes, for now.
What is the acquisition test for a basilisk anyway?
Probably incredibly minor. It's a Basilisk. Like, they're cheap as shit in terms of Imperial Guard tanks.
I mean, that's for the Imperial Guard, not your normal person.
But
Doesn't
rogue
our ship
traders
have
aren't.
macro? I mean, doesn't our ship have macro cannons? Why do we want a basilisk cannon?
Yeah, you're
It's a
right.
lot
we do have
easier to
macro cannons.
claim there was a misfire with a Basilisk on that hit me as opposed to a macro cannon broadside that hit me. I think is his logic.
Remember that. Well, the thing
Nice.
is, that basically, you're dealing with terrainal measurement humans, and macro cannon shells, you're dealing with orbital bombardment shells. That's a big different amount of calculations you got to do.
We should probably get to the next scene.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I think Terran is being sent to recruit Serpentis.
No,
Okay.
No.
I'm
Dang.
already here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go recruit a library.
Terran, question for the chat. Do you have a servo skull?
Of course I have a servo skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I meant Carcer. I'm getting people's names
Carcer's
mixed
going
up.
to go quick. Yeah.
That
Casa
happens.
is recruiting Casa, yes.
Yeah. So, yep, you've been sent off to find the most holy of all things, a workable navigator. Where are you going to go to do that then?
Please God, not the dumpster behind the ship bar.
Please don't recruit a navigator from the dumpster. That never ends well.
Wait, who's being sent out to do this then?
Carcer.
No, Casa can't be sent to recruit Casa.
Why
We've been
not?
over this.
Oh, come on. Dance for us.
I recruit myself. I thought Terran was going, but I might have misunderstood that.
Yeah, probably is
Yeah.
Terran.
Terran, yeah.
Slightly used navigators.
I mean, use the Manhunter to hunt a man. Send Serpentis.
I have a shopping trip to sort out on the Rogue Trader's orders.
Fair enough.
All
Wait,
right.
what is Terran? Oh, the tech.
The tech
The
priest.
tech priest who has the power boot.
I'm the tech priest. The stompiest tech priest.
Honest Rick slightly used navigators.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I'm looking for.
It's not a
mean that
navigator
honestly-
so much as.
Guys,
it's
that
not
would
a
explain
navigator,
this will explain what happened the last time.
Yeah, it would.
it's-
Get off
Did
the
you-
ship.
did-
I see a guy holding up a sign that says navigator for hire. Reasonable rates. I walk over. I look at him. Medically.
Oh, so Greg, you didn't want to do the other intro.
No, we'll do yours if you want.
Okay, well, for that one, I need added actually.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what you need.
Well, I mean, this is coming from Gray, I suppose, but you will via your astropath receive an invitation to attend a exclusive club. Well, you've been invited to to a meeting at an exclusive club. Where are we?
Footfall.
In Footfall. Very high class, very exclusive.
Ah, the Emperor's Crown, of course.
Yes. Please attend at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
Bring no one.
That's not suspicious at all. It's totally suspicious.
Well, I'm just bringing my lovely hand cannon and sword as my regalia, of course, and I will head on over there.
All right. So, exclusive footfall club, which means by a lot of places' standards, it's pretty grim. But it's one of the best things Footfall's got, so you can't knock it too much. Definitely not in range of the locals. So, are you going for the hooded dark corner method?
I thought it would be like a private sort of parlor.
Private boot, yeah.
Yeah, like a private room.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Well, I check in with the receptionist to find my party waiting for me in a secluded booth, and I just go over to the booth, like kick it in with my boot, and jump in. Ha ha!
Perfect.
Sorry, give me a second.
You're broken.
Yeah, basically.
Back to the onboard.
The door off the hinges.
Okay, one second while while you're doing that, I'll load up the page.
Beautiful.
Go. Right.
Something an entrance.
Who is it that calls upon I, the scion of the great and noble Buck clan?
Good to meet you finally. How would you address a rogue trader, sir?
My lord.
Good to meet you finally, my lord. I am Katerina Bellacore of the House Bellacore. It's good to see that you have accepted the invitation to meet with me.
Ah, of course. It is good to see you, Miss Bellacore. Why have you brought me here?
I'd hope to discuss an opportunity with you that I have come across recently. But moreover, I also hear that you are in need of a skilled navigator and was hoping to offer you my services.
Yes. Our last navigator had us harrying off through the warp for a week. You don't take kindly to the travails of the warp, do you?
Well, no. It is unfortunate that some navigators are not as well trained as they should be. But I can assure you the House Bellacore produces only the finest quality of navigator as it should be.
Well, based on your own personal recommendation of yourself, I am happy to welcome you aboard.
And
That
we
is very
wonder,
good to hear. Now, please take a seat.
and we
offers you a
wonder
seat.
we wonder how we lost all our money to our last seneschal.
You say you're good at accounting? Well, welcome aboard.
He's great at accounting for himself.
Okay, yeah, I'll happily take a
That
seat.
means-
Just
what's that
put
mean?
my pistol, not pointing directly towards you, on the table.
No, but it's there.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. As you sit down, a servitor with a sort of that's got a data slate built into it hovers over and starts displaying a number of star charts and information readouts and those sorts of things. Katerina points to the servitor, excuse me, and says, "So, recently on one of my expeditions, I came across some very interesting information that may be of use to you." The servitor cuts to a picture of an obviously very old explorator ship. This, she says, is the Cartographer Primus, or rather was the Cartographer Primus, a ship my family hired centuries, Grey? I
Yeah,
suppose?
yeah, it's like a century and a half.
Yeah, that my family hired centuries ago to carry the famed navigator Cross Manius into the Cronus Cronus or Koronus into the
Correct.
Koronus sector to perform his duties. The next picture comes up showing a very aged and respectable looking navigator. As you will obviously know, Cross Manius was one of the great paragons and geniuses of his age, and navigator without peer. Unfortunately, the cartographer Primus went missing on its mission, and with it the extremely valuable cargo of 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 mapping and expedition gear that it was carrying. The records that I have been able to get my hands upon, he says as the servitor flashes to a screen showing a cargo manifest. The cargo it was carrying, this gear has sadly been lost to the Imperium for centuries now. The cartographer Primus is carrying some of the last known examples of it. I have recently learned of its general location, and would be pleased to share with you that location to aid for our mutual benefit, of course.
I see.
He'll smile and nod, smile and nod.
It's like, I don't suppose this ship was ambushed by a terrible beast.
Unfortunately, we do not know. The last communication says that they were heading into unknown space, and no further communications were received after that. It is entirely possible that some great beast of the of space or the warp perhaps devoured it on its way. But alas, we cannot be sure.
Yes,
However, it was
ship heading
also sorry.
No, you go ahead. Sorry.
It was also on a mission to chart several unexplored worlds, some of which are likely not to have been found yet. And any one of those could house some great trophy for your hunt. Their exploration records would, of course, have been detailed enough to point towards any such creature.
Yes, a ship heading to an unknown place that met an unknown fate and is currently at an unknown location.
Not entirely unknown. I have, using my powers, sensed a general location, but unfortunately, I require a ship and an experienced crew to get a better reading thereof.
Huh. Whereabouts?
Oh, that's up to Gray.
You're looking at somewhere close to the Corpse Fortune area, so south a bit.
Where?
If you look at the Koronus Expanse,
Oh, okay, there.
yeah, it goes down. That's the Deadwood Corpse Fortune. That sector of space along the edge of the warp storm that has been sectioned off the Koronus Expanse from the rest of the Imperium.
Okay, well, there's a map on the server will come up indicating that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Pings is the one that broken it. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it's whatever. Well, he turns back and says, "I take it I have your interest."
Yes. Needs must so. We have higher priorities than chasing shadows at the moment, but if you enter my service, I swear I shall attend to it in due time.
Of course, whatever mission we undertake is at your discretion, of course, as the Lord Rogue Trader. But yeah, okay. And with that, she'll pick up your hand cannon and shoot the servitor.
Ah,
Just to make sure that this information stays strictly between us.
could have brought it to our ship.
No, you cannot trust these servitors, unfortunately. You never know who or what may be spying in on them.
Yes. You don't trust servitors. Yes. Unfortunately, the lower decks of our ships are all contaminated by something. You need to stay away from them.
Just to be clear, it's not that she has a specific fear of servitors. She just doesn't trust this one with the information on it.
It would be fun if it would just be like, no, fuck servitors. People
Lathe
only.
class ship.
They take our
What are
They
these?
take our jobs.
Lathe
One of
class
these
ship.
these uncivilized things. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's that. Unless you've got more you want to say, I suppose that's done.
Nope. I'll direct you to go back to the ship and just dash off a note for you to introduce you.
Excellent. I will arrange to have my things delivered. Okay, and that's Gray. Unless there's something else you want to
No,
add?
that seems a good scene for that.
I have a question because I was asked by my roommate to go grab a box off the porch. Whom did you use the old man for?
This is. Oh, I forgot the name again. I think you've given him two
Coxmanius?
names. Coxmanius.
Yes.
Hoxmanius. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Coxman.
the sort of the navigator that led the other expedition.
Fair enough.
So a little bit more of a back. He's probably going to have the most accurate star maps of the Koronus Expanse going. So if you're looking for somewhere that doesn't exist on any other maps, getting onto those would be very useful.
Yeah.
You had me at
therefore-
long lost exploratory vessel. Hope it's not covered in filthy xenos. Yeah, it's going to be covered in filthy xenos. Let me get my
It's
stomach.
covered in filthy xenos. You know it's always covered in filthy xenos.
Just stay on your own planet. We'll get to you eventually.
Right. So. Who's up next?
The Pentas left.
Yep.
Or I think
I have a
Added has another thing he wants to do, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, just briefly, I was going to whip around to common areas and bars and such and loudly exclaim the elaborate tale of how a war boss has raised up among the hundred teeth. Fiercest since the beast. I'm going to need men to deal with him.
Oh, you're trying to get some recruits going.
Well, more the goal is just to spread a rumor that other people might pick up on, and like a false lead.
Oh yeah.
This
I
will not
suppose
come
you
back
could
to
hunt
bite us
an
in the
orc
butt.
war boss.
I mean, it'd be pretty impressive.
Yeah, as a trophy. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Right. So. Is it carousing?
yes. I mean, it's all about
Don't-
performance.
Carouse
There's
is not in
deceit.
this module, so charm,
Yeah, there is
deceit.
deceit maybe, or maybe carouse is better, but I don't know. Whatever.
Do you
Again,
have
carouse is not in this module. It's not listed anywhere.
Yeah. Do you have it as a skill?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just turned that into charm since I figured that was the closest
Yeah,
analog.
that'll work.
Yeah.
So yeah, as long as you got it as a proper skill, go for
It
it.
rolls off the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use the fate point to reroll if necessary.
You will now use a fate point to reroll.
Oh dear.
Almost
Oh. Right.
didn't.
Does that have a critical failure, isn't it?
If it's 96 or 100, it's a critical failure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you may have just started a bar fight.
Yay!
time.
You obviously come in with your
Holy.
overblown stories and it's like, who does this get? Yeah. And some like tough will walk up and it's like, oi, get out of my bar. We don't need anyone spending life around Xenos.
Well, I have an actual trait, so that is an insult to my honor, sir. I will pull out my sword.
Alright.
This escalated quickly.
Okay, do you want to make an intimidate check with that? Plus 20, because, sword in a bar fight.
Is added on his own, or did you take anyone with you for this?
I didn't take anyone with me. You are all sent on your own missions.
Did you take any of the numerable NPC staff you have?
Yeah, well, they have the guy carrying my flask and the guy carrying my heavy stubber.
Guy carrying the heavy stubber.
The guy carrying the palanquin, carrying the other guys.
Okay. So,
This guy's all the way down. Also, that's quite a few failed rolls in a row.
yeah. It's going to be an epic bar fight. I mean, like, you don't throw the first punch, you do chop off the first arm. So, like, I don't want to drag this out too long on this, but yeah, I think you're going to be left standing in a bar with your own guys and quite a few dead bodies around you.
And the
Pretty normal night out for a road trailer.
Yep, just look around, just like throw just the sack full of thrones I have for random incidents onto the remains of the bartender and just walk out.
Classic road trader solution. A giant pile of money.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, it works sometimes.
Your legal clerk, who also has to follow you around all day, kind of runs in with the legalese that the road trader does not take any responsibility for this. Da, 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 da. But yeah, a bunch of unarmored street toughs versus a road trader would not be a fight worth playing out.
This giant bag of money is nowhere representative of any blame being accepted by the road trailer house, etc., etc.
And keep in mind, I'm in heavy carapace armor that's has signs of Saint Agamemnon the Hunter on it, so getting a pretty intimidating figure.
Yeah. But there's always someone who thinks they can take you. Alright. So, that was a bit of a failure, but, nobody of importance died.
Well, that we know of yet.
That you know of, yes. Not that the GM is making a note about bartenders and, dead bartenders.
Look, it's not
Please
a
don't not-
game if we
not fine
haven't
this time.
butchered at least one bartender's son, and then the bartender's great grandson who comes in with the bar robot. All right.
At least we don't have to worry about it being a transforming bar robot.
How many?
Yeah.
fucking
Possibly
bartenders-
formed from 7 other smaller whiskey glass robots.
The bartender was very rich in Lancer, mainly because all his competition kept dropping dead.
Ah, poor barkeep. I also love Lex in the chat just going, I'm starting to see why the profit factor is so low for this group. Yeah.
Problem? Throw money at it.
Yep.
Problem not gone? Throw more money. What do you mean we're low on money? Impossible.
We hunted at least 3 animals last week. What do we get for them?
Low on money? Throw money at the problem.
Wait, what?
It's the perfect solution. What?
So,
Can you unspace me now, Gray?
oh yes. Sorry. Is it a bit cold up there?
Yes.
Depths of space.
Thank
If your navigator can't breathe vacuum for at least half an hour, I don't know what's wrong with you.
All right.
All right. Speaking of failure, it's time for the immense amount of shopping.
Yes.
I also want to point out that giving the arch militant duty to go around doing the shopping sounds great in theory until you look at my social stats.
was gonna say, why did you get sent to do this?
Because
See-
weapons, to be fair, is my portfolio.
Yeah, he knows guns.
I do
Yeah,
know
weapons
guns. I
use
do know
of,
blades,
not
sticks.
acquiry of.
Yeah, well, that's what the profit factor is for. Yeah, and the intimidate stat.
Yeah.
All right. I presume
Can't
that
argue
given
with
what
any
a...
specific particular point.
And to be fair, it's footfall. If I have to acquire the weapons and test them out in the general, public, it's footfall. No one gives a shit. So I'm assuming there is, if it's footfall, there'll be some kind of weapons emporium.
Yep.
Guns are us, or that level of charming place.
Emperor Mart.
Honest Ricks.
Yeah, the E-Mart makes total sense, doesn't it? Shop Smart, Shop E-Mart. All right, I've got a whole list of things which are ranging from the sensible to the absurd. So let's try the sensible first. Where was that acquisition table? Thank you, Ed.
Why on earth would you try the sensible
126 on the page 1.
Scroll up 2
272
dots
and
in the Discord
Yeah,
channel.
I've found what I did. Okay, so acquisitions. How many people do we have on our ship again?
100,000? Actually, no, that's not people because half the crew's servitors.
Yeah.
The Lathe Cast has a crew of 60,000, 25k of which is service, so 35,000 people.
35,000. Okay, fine. In that
Well, you
case,
don't need. This is for like the non-lethal stuff, right?
yes.
You probably just need a few hundred of those.
Yeah, you're not going to be lonely armed with the entire crew with non-lethals.
Just every servitor.
We come
That's
down
why
to
you don't give the
like
crew
a
lethal
tiger.
weapons, so they can't engage in a coup.
Oh no, we can just turn the servitors on them if that happens.
You do make a fair point, though.
Yeah.
All right, so
Remember
in
that
that
they're
case,
ship servitors, not murder servitors? Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Pick me up a couple dozen murder servitor conversion kits. We'll take care of that.
Any servitor is a murder servitor to a normal person.
I thought you were about to say any servitor is a murder servitor if you try really hard. And to be fair,
Equally
probably
valid.
is.
No.
All right.
Most
Alright,
of the
so-
murder servitor conversion kit is a software package.
Yes,
So I remember where I wrote down your profit factor. It's 31,
Well,
isn't it?
On the ship screen.
that
Ship
sounds
screen.
about right.
Isn't
Oh,
it?
I have something that gives +1 to that on character, on character generation. So I don't know if you want to add one or not.
You added one for your last character, so give one, take one.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Carcer. He's on to your clever scheme.
You can't just rotate
Come on.
different characters to riches. I'm sorry.
No, but
Just
I'm
keep
pretty sure
adding
my last
characters.
character.
You get +1
I'm pretty sure my
profit back.
last character didn't add profit.
No, that was
factor.
Discard's character.
Okay,
That's me.
if you're a new character con, yes, we can add that.
Yeah, because I'm noble. Or
Limit of 1 profit
magisterial.
factor per player.
Fine.
Oh yes, I remember. It's actually on the ship character sheet rather than the ship page.
Oh, yes.
Rolling
so
at
we're gonna-
33.
33. Okay. In that case, we're
I'm
going to
going to
start
add it to
easy.
this because I'll forget that next week.
I can't see the ship character sheet. I can
If
see
you go
everyone
to the
else's.
top, it's Venator Superbus. Oh, wait, your new character.
Yeah,
didn't show
no,
up.
right, yes. I'm working on that.
Venator Superbus.
There you go.
Grazie.
Best bus of them all.
Really, it is. Leap tall buildings. Check. Fires deadly lasers.
Jack.
Does it have lasers?
Sunseer
Oh,
laser.
yes, it
battery.
does.
That's
Okay.
front gun.
All right.
So we're going to do 1,000 truncheons as the absolute bare bones. You have to hit a lion over their head to club it to death. Well, cover like unconscious.
All
So
right.
that's
Going to go
plus
through
30
so
because it's
many-
plentiful, minus 10 for scale. So, sorry, I'll try not to choke on it. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I
So
did pull that up.
53
No.
for this first one.
Okay.
I don't think you did that right.
I've done that wrong. I've added 20 to the roll.
Well, the
Sorry.
roll was like
The roll was
46.
46 if you click on it. So
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. That's a pass. And to put it in context, this is really how this is going to go. So that's the truncheons. The shields, I'm pretty sure are the same rarity, but I'm just double checking that. I love that it automatically tries to direct me towards like storm shields. No, I'm not giving storm shields to a bunch of random mooks.
Oh, really?
Hee.
No! We are not
15%.
wasting potential profit factor on a bunch of 1,000 storm shields for random crew ratings.
That will end
I was asked
badly.
to do this properly.
So boring.
Yeah, that's because the rogue trader wanted me to actually do the job rather than fluff out and completely wreck our factor on the first acquisition. Don't worry, it's going to get worse with time. So,
Shields are common.
yes, so grand total of plus 10 for this one because it's one step down from truncheons, so 43. Nope, we failed that one.
Yeah, there's just not enough heavy sticks knocking around.
Yeah, so I've got enough sticks, I haven't got any shields. I presume that, to be honest with you, if I fail this, it isn't they don't exist, it's that there's just not 1,000 in the shop.
Yeah, you don't have enough of them, probably.
Yeah. You walk to a guy expecting to sell, he's got like 10 nice truncheons. Can I have 1,000? And he just looks at the 10.
I mean, that
No.
one at least I passed. We can safely say the crewmen have sticks.
Yeah.
Anything else is a different story. So, las pistols. Again, this is plus 10 in total because it's common.
Yeah.
Then quantity
This
scale
is
is
the
a thing.
non-lethal las pistol.
This
right?
is, because the problem is that I'm not convinced that there is not going to be a situation where you could just say, okay, I shoot the las pistol on low power. More to the point, I fluffed the check anyway, so we haven't got.
Yeah. Again, he looks at like the 20 las pistols he maybe has in stock.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Reflex.
I remember, wasn't there like the thing where your at the start of the game you get like a +0 item from
That's a personal
acquisition?
item.
Yeah,
for
personal
yourself.
item.
Don't
Yeah.
do
Single
it for
one.
the entire
Yeah,
crew.
you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it. You can get a sign basically up to rare.
Yeah.
Up to rare.
Okay,
whatever.
then so I can start with a bolt pistol.
Yeah,
Okay, with the best
The
quality.
Yes.
best rare
it's a roll.
quality item.
So, yeah.
Is it a roll?
No, there's
No.
great, to be fair. There's 1 plus
Oh,
0
yeah.
for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
I
else?
got my boot.
Okay, seems we fluffed that. Let's go for bolas. This is an average item, so it's plus 10, rounding out to plus nothing. So 33. Okay, so I can give everyone bolas.
What, Fox tries to go with a stick. Yeah, I think I can make you 1,000 then.
Yeah, so basically they've got sticks, and then they've got 2 balls on the end of ropes so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows a guy.
I'm not complaining. This guy clearly knows some good guys.
That owns the ball and rope factory.
Hey, to be fair, one could argue that he's certainly found someone who kind of has a bit of a crossover in interests. All right, stun grenades, scarce. Oh god, stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to get like 1,000 of those. You can get enough for us.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
For the record, I was going to aim for stun grenades for basically the bridge crew.
So what you need enough for? Well, how many would that be? Like
Well,
tens?
economy of scale for that is really tiny because it's like 10, so it's plus 10 as opposed to the minus 10s we've been seeing so.
Yeah.
Plus 10 for scale. And then stun grenades are scarce, so that's plus a 0. So, rolling gets 43 for it. Stun grenades for the bridge. No.
Nope. All out.
Yep. They could do the common shit, but anything actually more fancy than that is apparently not doable. Even 10 of them. All right. I'm going to do one more and then assume that my luck is frankly tapped out. We'll have to do this again when our profit factor is slightly better. Shock
Or we
gloves.
get somewhere better.
Because hasn't anyone ever wanted to electrocute a beast while punching it? Don't lie, the answer is yes.
Obviously.
And these are rare, so it's minus 10, but we're only doing this for the bridge crew, so it's plus 0, so 33. Yeah, I tell you what, this football marketplace is a shit show.
Yeah.
You basically went up to like one of those little kiosks in a mall and sort of started asking for thousands of things.
Counterpoint. This is the Imperium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think, wouldn't you? Okay.
True.
Everything else, to be honest, on my list is rarer than that, and even quality of scale, I don't think we're going to get much of any of it, because we're then into stuff like neural whips and photon grenades.
We'll have to go find like a manufacturing world or something.
Or just come back to Footfall when our profit factor is above 33.
Is there what kind of world would you be looking for?
Oh, there's got to be a Forge world somewhere in the Koronus Expanse. Or a war world with plenty of deliveries.
A war world.
Warworld is much more likely.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, Gray could also classify like an agri world as a. Well, no, I suppose not. But yeah,
True.
something.
All right, and after some, well, moderately successful wrangling, John will eventually arrive back on the ship with servitors carrying thousands of truncheons and thousands of bolas.
Servitors, you say?
Truncheons? I thought you didn't get the truncheons.
No, the
We didn't get
truncheons I
shields.
passed, it was the shields I failed.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So thousands of sticks and thousands of ropes tied together.
Yes.
Very
So,
successful shopping trip.
I mean, it's the basics. At least you can have a truncheon in one hand and a bolas in the other. The crew are now unquestionably armed with lethal.
The select, slightly more loyal crew.
Ah, yes, our grand beating party.
Oh.
Okay, boss, we have got to talk about phrasing in the future, but for now, just
What? They beat the underbrush and scare things out. I think it's pretty clear.
That's perfect acceptable hunting term.
uh-huh.
It is actually.
I know,
Yes.
but the guy who hunts people for a living is just thinking, I don't want to go to your rogue trader parties anymore. Jesus Christ.
All right.
But yeah, I will basically busy myself actually getting this stuff out.
Excellent. All right. Is that a bit your glorious mission to the Footfall, is it?
Think so far. Does anybody else have anything to do?
I think we're all done.
I just want to make a roll to see if I can find us a nice, maybe untapped death world for recruiting.
Well, that would be.
We got a couple of leads last time. There was Australis, somewhere near the Emperor's Scourge.
Okay, that's good enough.
Well, for my thing, we want to be heading towards there anyway. So yeah.
Well, last I remember, we were trying to find the great void beast in the Cineris Maleficum.
Oh, that too.
Sounds good.
Okay, yeah, so all of our stuff takes us sort of that direction.
Let's try to avoid the cauldron.
There are some
As I said,
feral worlds over there too, which will
Oh yeah, feral worlds are great for recruiting.
also maybe having, beasts of some sort.
That's what makes them great for recruiting.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
rumor we heard was that a couple of planets were under the influence of a void beast. They worshipped it as a god that shall not stand.
Yeah, the Karnak.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, you have no idea what that is. It is a rumour of a great beast of worth hunting, but apart from that, you haven't got the clue where to head.
Maybe there was some place we could go that would maybe give us some insights into where unexplored things were.
Yes, it's almost like there's some sort of cookie trail been left by somebody. Very, very helpful.
Yeah.
That'd be weird, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I suggest we follow it for once.
If there was such a thing,
Well, yes.
I can start at the right, go straight on till morning.
Excuse me.
All right. I suppose we can head over to Corpse Fortune if no one has any better ideas.
Word.
You the boss. You make the decisions.
Excellent choice, my lord.
Remember, no gambling at Corpse Fortune.
What
I
is
don't know
Corpse-
which-
It's a dead world, so
Yes.
All right. Are we about to re-enter the warp?
I fear so.
All right. Oh, I should actually open my timing thing and add a few days on.
Strap on my murdering boot.
Yeah, that would have taken a few days probably.
Yeah, because it takes about 7 days to move from the translocation point to the actual.
Place where we're gonna jump into the warp without
Yeah.
worry.
And I'll add about 4 days on for like shopping and generally wandering around.
Standing in queues.
Yep.
Well, I'm generally wandering around. It was important recruitment work for the boss, clearly.
Look, I finally got my middle finger to stop singing. His holy light shines down upon us.
You haven't turned the light show off though, so sleep is elusive.
Yeah, the RGB rig on the middle finger is sadly rather hard to turn off because I forgot to install a transistor.
Yeah, I just had the problem is that I queued it up every time I hit the button, so it's going to keep going until all the button presses are done. I pressed the button a couple times because that's how I thought I turned it off.
That's no multicolour light show.
Oons,
Thank
oons, oons, oons.
That's the other button he hasn't found yet.
Yeah. All right.
What a button to find.
Navis Primer.
We're just trying to think of like the chintziest, most item you could think of.
No,
Fake
I do
pearls.
appreciate it. It's pretty cool.
How
Right.
does one warp?
One
Careful.
walks with care.
Very carefully.
No,
We all went for the same dumb joke.
not for one as skilled as I.
Where is quality?
Or- Infrequently.
Right. We
What
do
is
not need
quality?
navigator jewels. That is not the thing we're doing. I got
Don't
that
need
on
navigator tools yet.
Yet, yeah.
There is a navigator on the other ship, but she's not here, so yeah.
Also, she seemed like one of the few decently sane ones. Good night.
Those are the dangerous ones.
True,
Yeah.
true.
All right.
All right, take us away,
So-
navigator.
First, you have to divine the auguries.
Okay, where's the table and stuff for
Oh
all
wait, you need
this?
Navis Primer.
Okay, so it's in there.
Yes.
Uh,
I'm just going
what
to switch my
page?
role over to private GM role.
Yeah, which page is the? Oh, okay, there.
Page 27 onwards.
Okay. I see. Okay.
For the people at home, yes, I judge this roll that.
My navigator sensors are telling me we're in trouble. I don't know why.
I think
I'm
looking
sure
out
it
the many
will
windows
almost
will tell
certainly
us
be
we're in trouble.
mostly fine.
Yeah. All right. So you're not damaged. I've got an idea of the stability. So, divine the organism. First, this is a challenging +0 for Cynesian's test to interpret the ritual's work. So, what is your ritual before entering the warp?
Ritual before entering the warp would be to
We
spread
all
out
point
my
in the same
Emperor-
direction.
Oh, we were doing that, weren't we?
Yes.
No, this is
Okay,
this is slightly different. This is the auguries.
Oh, this is the navigator's
This is
personal
your
ritual.
personal
That's
ritual.
Oh, okay. Well, for this, Katerina will tie on her silk. She'll spread the Emperor's tarot in front of her, tie on her silk's headscarf to cover her eyes, and draw sort of 3 cards out of the tarot. So, do we have basic charts?
No, because you're jumping to somewhere that no one's been to before. Unless it's not commonly.
Oh yeah, somewhere that's not common. Okay.
If anyone's been there, they haven't mentioned it.
Welcome
so
back.
this is just a flat roll, I think.
Delta Meaver says, "Here we go again."
Yep, he knows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Where's my Cynesian skill? There we go.
Well, I've got the rear view
Uh,
cameras turned on.
Oh,
Okay, no
yeah.
modifier, right, Gray?
No modifier.
Okay.
Ooh, I need to switch back to public roles.
Gellerfield is gelling.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay, I'll turn the Geller field off while you do this. Then turn it on after.
That's obviously why I failed the roll. You
Right.
turned the Geller field on
Clearly.
too early.
It's
God, it's
off
even
now. You
worse.
got even worse. Turning it
Nice.
back on.
What do you? Our rolls have been absolutely god awful this session.
You rolled a 1 pre-session.
So
Okay.
basically, my estimate is going to be off.
Yep.
Okay, if the navigator fails a test, the GM secretly rolls, okay, and provides the navigator with one of the following on, okay. We could wait 1d5 days to try again.
That's up to you. You think the route will take about 3 days, but the Astronomicon
believe-
is obscured.
Okay. So, crew,
How well do you trust your pilot?
Oh, we can't possibly travel without the Emperor's holy light. To the rituals, boys.
So are we waiting 1d5 days and trying again?
Sounding like we're waiting for the D5 days, yeah.
All right.
2 days.
So-
2 days.
Okay. Let's try this again. Hey.
Okay, I just got to quickly re-roll because this is now a different warp jump.
Yeah.
So the 1 day it would have taken you to get there is no longer a thing.
Ah,
For those of you listening at home, that's a 6.
Yeah, that's a
But
very
we
good
couldn't
roll.
know that.
You couldn't know that. I rolled 1, 1, 1 for the stability. It was a stable route. 1 day.
why did
That's
we
gonna be
take
the
that again?
worst.
God damn it!
Oh, but we didn't take it because it rolled terribly, and
We didn't take it because it was leading us directly into an ambush by pirates.
yes,
That's why
obviously.
the tarot was so bad.
All right.
There's not even a pirate's card in the Emperor's Tarot, but there were 4 of them pointing at your ship.
Ignore that last one.
There's definitely a your ship card in the Emperor's Tarot.
Yeah.
Okay. One sec, I've just got something to do the calculation. 'Cause it's actually that.
Probably stability, chance, good or bad, and betrayal.
And then take off those.
I wouldn't betray the crew. I'm part of it at the moment.
Okay. So, because I've got to calculate the number of days in warp, not the real-time days it will take.
Yeah.
No. Bum.
Yeah, you-
That's the wrong book. There we go. So, if you pass the test, you can confidently give the GM tells the navigation the stability of the route, which is stable, the clarity of Astronomicon, which is clear,
Ooh.
and the approximate duration, which is 29 days in the warp.
God damn it.
Ooh.
From the 1 day.
Yeah. Opposite ends.
That
See?
is
Much
unfortunate.
better.
Oh, I think technically I should have gotten a 10 bonus on this from the ritual, but whatever.
Yeah.
It
7
was a
degrees of
success anyway.
success.
All right.
That
None of your dice came up a 9, did they?
I rolled?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Not on a 0-6, it'll be fine.
No. That's a bit worrying, right? Okay, so well, that's what it's going to take.
Yeah.
We could wait another 1d5 days and try again.
No, we're going. We got the
Yeah.
Astronomicon. We're good.
Right, translation. Everyone starts pointing at the warp.
Pew, pew, pew.
Destination's over that way-ish.
Okay.
That way-ish.
My mechadendrite adjusts my finger to 0.2 degrees south.
Excuse me.
So it says if the captain does not devote at least 1 hour to warding off bad luck before translation, then for the duration of the warp, the navigation test will be counted failure if the scores a 9. That literally
No,
comes up if you're making an emergency jump. That's like one of the things you ignore 99.9% of the time.
Okay.
So, we've done the... So, now you have to roll a D100 against the...
I'm just.
Yeah, roll a D100 against the morale of the ship.
Any non-navig. Hold on, I'm just reading this. The navigator's solitude. As soon
Yeah.
as the captain gives the command for translation, the navigator must be left alone, aside from the company of his kin. For he must open his third eye when navigating the warp and the baleful green energy. Any non-navigator within 15 meters of a navigator engaged with steering a vessel through the warp counts. Okay, so I have to actually steer the ship during this, I suppose.
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay. So, sorry, what am I doing next?
Well, you haven't got any bad omens because you've not rolled underneath the kind of ship's morale. Well, you've rolled underneath, but you haven't rolled over.
Mhm.
It's currently 99. Actually, that restarted, didn't it? Because you ended it back up in port.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it would have probably.
So yeah, every time you make port, it goes back up to full.
We still have lost the one crew rating.
No, you replenish that in port as well.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so yeah, what's the next part of this?
translating to the warp. Is the ship tried warp storm? No, you have not.
Thankfully.
So, warp hallucination test.
Oh god, here we go.
Yay.
Who gets the schnozberries?
Yep.
Do we all get
All
our
of us.
so we all get our warp tests to
Yeah, trying to avoid the hallucinations. So, this is a willpower test. Yeah, willpower test.
I'm gonna just roll my
You're all +0 at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just a straight roll. I
Straight
think.
roll. And then any failures is +10 on the roll for every degree of failure.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Play.
Is this for
Yes.
everybody?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's very
everybody.
unfortunately.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, everyone has to
Oh
do
god
it.
damn it.
Oh,
You
I'm
got one
re-rolling
fewer
that.
failure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, Serpentis.
I'm
I'm
re-rolling
sorry.
that. 8 point. Hell
Yeah.
no. Oh, hell no.
Oh hell no, that serpent is gouging his eyes out.
That's a lot
That's
better.
more like it.
He got one more on the dice.
From
Double
one extreme to
zeros.
the other.
One.
All right, so that's discard and flips failing. Oh, and I
Yeah.
3.
I failed by 2.
Yeah, discard. Added failed. Or. Yeah,
I'm
added-
re-rolling that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to. You haven't quite looped off the table, but that's
That-
better.
No,
92. The flesh is weak. At the,
that's
end of
6. Oh, sorry, go on.
at the end of every warp encounter, the character sees a warp's mask in their own flesh. He must make a challenging willpower test. If he fails, believes he is mutating and tries to cut away the corruption, dealing 1d10 rending damage to himself, plus an extra 2 damage for every degree of failure on his willpower test.
So and I had to roll and how much what do I have to roll again?
How much did you fail by?
I
It's
rolled
plus
12
10
by
per
2.
failure.
Plus 20.
Plus 20 per failure.
100
Yeah.
plus 20.
Yep.
Okay. Uh,
Ooh.
Mutants.
Mutants everywhere. And not a drop to drink. There we go.
what happens with this one?
The character must make a perception test every time it interacts with another friendly character, unless he's already made such a test of that character. If he passes the test, and if one of the dice rolls is a 9, he becomes convinced the character's highly mutation acquired during the translation and must react accordingly. Otherwise, he finds no evidence of the character's mutation. For now. So, as long as you don't have to interact with anyone during this warp journey, you'll be fine.
So I want to fail these.
Mhm.
God.
What's your perception?
30.
Got a chance.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, so I have to locate the Astronomicon now.
We've still got Sloop to roll for.
Oh, sorry.
Shit.
We ain't finished on this
Okay.
train ride yet.
So am I
Dreams of
just
corruption.
rolling?
Dreams of corruption.
D100
It's
plus
D1
20.
Sorry.
Ah,
Oh, boy.
To see what sort of things you see. That's
Can I
not too
see
bad.
Not
nice
bad, not
phobia?
bad.
No,
Malignancy. The character's tormented psychic bubble serves as a psychic physical effect. Roll 1d10. Roll on table 1-8 malignancies up to page 300 rotator core book, and you get like a minor mutation thingy, which disappears at the end of the warp.
Okay, well, that's not too bad.
Just a flat 1d100. No
Yeah.
problem. A 3. Palsy. Your agility is reduced by a d10. You've got the shakes. Too
Yeah,
much
that's
coffee.
only in the warp, so the moment you get back into real space, you'll be fine.
Way too much
So
coffee.
agility's -8 now.
Just until the end of
Okay.
the warp.
Yeah, so just kind of remember
Yeah.
what your original willpower is.
Yeah. Or agility. Probably.
Okay, now you must locate the Astronomicon, which is a
Okay, so
routine
is this
plus
a
20 Sinesians test. Because it's a stable
Okay.
route.
Okay, good. I clicked onto the wrong tab. Okay, so plus 30 you said?
Plus 20.
Oh, plus 20.
Routine. What Astronomicon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that.
You went looking while the Emperor was inhaling for his next 200 years of screaming.
Much better.
See?
Alright, you could have tried straight for the journey, but yeah. So you've avoided -20 penalty test and navigation warp tests.
Good, good.
Yep. And now you must steer the vessel. This is the bit that you do. I think the actual day-to-day driving to avoid stuff is
Yeah,
done
the
by the
day-to-day
footmaster.
driving.
Yeah. This is
Day-to-day
you
driving.
steering the vessel through the warp itself,
Okay,
which
so now...
is a navigation warp test. It's challenging.
Okay, I have a plus 10 bonus on that because I'm talented at it.
Yeah.
So, navigation, warp... Do I gain another bonus, I think? If the navigator succeeds on the test, he gains a plus 10... Okay, so I gain plus 10 because I succeeded on the test.
Yeah.
So the previous Sinesians thing, okay. I have plus 20 in total. And... Hey!
Yep. Alright. So, 3 plus successes, 1/4 the calculation,
Okay.
which is not bad.
Plenty fast enough.
Alright, that is. I'm just setting this up so it will do it generally for me afterwards. So,
Okay. So now we do the encounters, I suppose.
yes. Bum, ba-dum, dum, 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 dum. 7 days in the warp.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not one day, but...
That reduces it down to 43 days real time. Which is not bad at all.
I like the omens section.
Yeah, it's fun.
Other characters may attempt to assist in their own ways. Servitors, there will be no bad omens during this trip. Thank you.
Okay. So, every 5 days, which will be 2 for this, because every time you tick over the 5, you minimum 1, every time you tick over 5, you get that. It has a little warp. So,
Okay, so I can test to detect.
yeah.
Okay, so it's a plus... So for the first one, it's plus 10... I keep clicking onto the wrong tab. So roll to detect the first one. Nope, I do not detect the first encounter.
Okay. So, who would like to roll me a D100, or shall I do it?
I'll do this.
You will
And
do
we get-
this.
We get a bonus for the Geller field, right?
Plus 20. Was it minus 20 because you got the working Galliford, I think?
Oh, minus 20? Okay.
I'm trying to see what that's actually said. Strength of the vessel's Geller field affects the deadliness of the encounter, and you've got a special Geller field, haven't you, for that?
No,
No. You got the, oh, yeah, you can give that up.
we had to sell it.
Yeah.
Remember,
So,
we didn't have the Warp Bane.
yeah.
No, but we got the Belcane, which is minus 20 to warp travel encounters.
Yeah, I put it
And
minus
plus
20.
10 navigation warp.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right
Oh,
then.
okay. So
Yeah,
that
so that was
should be
minus 20.
8 degrees success then.
yeah.
I'm not rolling those anymore.
67 is not bad.
More demons.
Warp Storm. This is a physical encounter.
Yay. Okay, so what are the? Okay, well, I failed it by more than 2 degrees of success, I think.
Yeah.
So-
Yes.
Yeah. No, okay, so yeah. So I can't. We can't even. We don't know
Attempt
this
to-
is happening until it happens.
Yes. So, if the navigator does not avoid the encounter, the vessel is pounded by the warp storm. If the ship's Geller field is fully operational, the GM rolls 1d10 twice on table 8 to 12 critical hits in road data. So you're taking 2 critical hits.
Dang.
It says roll twice and choose the lowest result.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. What's the page on that? I forgot in between.
222.
222. That's 218. I wasn't too far off. All right.
223, really.
Yeah, 223 in the PDF.
Engine's crippled.
Yeah. Not the hull breach then.
No.
Just our engines are crapped out, which
Yeah.
is
Something immense. Something pierces the immense drive tubes of the ship's stern, bleeding plasma into the void, leaving the vessel drifting in space. Roll a 1d10. On 1 to 7, the plasma drives are still usable but heavily damaged, reducing the ship's speed by half. And at 8 to 10, the drive's completely wrecked. Reduce the ship's speed to 1. This damage can be repaired.
Well, that's a good
Can-
thing.
Can be repaired, right?
It can be repaired.
Oh, good.
Especially because you're now venting plasma into space with inoperable engines.
Yeah.
how do we fix this?
Carefully.
I'll get right on that.
Engine Stomper Isaac, go
Yep.
forth.
All right, stop time there. Yoink that into that thing. Pull that thing, shove it into the void. Grab 2 servitors, mush them up into that part.
Alright. Let's reduce that down. Wish I could find ways to set my default text a bit smaller. Right, engine's damaged. What, is there anything else in the warp storm?
How does the engine's damage affect our travel through the warp, by the way?
It's the drive, not the warp engine.
Okay.
So I think you're okay, but you will be dead in the water when you come out of warp.
Yeah.
All
Unless
right.
you get it fixed.
Yes. I'm trying to look what the repair time is at the moment.
Yeah, I'm looking that up.
3
as well.
years.
3 years.
It probably would be 3 years, knowing our luck.
Yep. Yep, you're at speed 1
Repairs.
once you return to the real world. It's not something you want right now.
No.
It's not like as if we're trying to chase something or anything.
Yep. Luckily, it doesn't cause any physical damage to the ship.
Several weeks.
Yeah.
Ah, I got a tech use test per week. Per week spent. Okay.
Right. The second one, would you like to try and detect it?
Yes. I'd rather not
It's the
crash
priest
into
playing
that.
hard, by the way.
I hope so.
Apparently, the priest is sleeping.
Priest,
This
what?
is
Look,
Flip.
I'm not gonna say that the background hum of this of the engine noise is making me very sleepy all of a sudden, but
It's not engine noise. They're broke.
Move to the Koronus Expanse page, Discard. It's got different music.
okay, I'll do
doesn't
that.
have any music for me. Okay, so the test is detect the second one. Maybe, hopefully, god damn it.
Nope. You are not getting past these today.
Yep.
No,
All right. What are you going to roll
re-roll
into this time? Poop, do you want to roll this?
Right, what am I rolling?
Yeah, sure.
Just a D100.
To
Just
determine what
D100.
terrible thing
Roll
I'm crashing
low.
into.
Like we have the choice to roll low.
Yeah, and this is one you can't re-roll as well,
No.
because it's not
That's
a
the same
player
thing.
rolling it. Status. A physical encounter.
That's minus
Oh,
20,
that's
so that's
bad
Illusion
one.
Mirage.
Delusion barrage. Physical.
Much better.
Psychic. Yeah. Are you... Okay, so you can try and avoid this? Oh, no, you can't.
Can
'cause
I?
it's- No, you
No,
can't.
I failed it by
I read the adage is yours. That's fine.
yeah.
So, this encounter
Willpower
manifests aboard a
plus 30.
vessel. Each explorer and a relevant NPC must have challenging willpower test to be affected by warp hallucination.
Challenging's plus naught, isn't it?
Plus naught, yes.
We get
Plus
plus 30
Plus
for
30
having a
because our
Geller
Geller field's intact.
Good catch.
So, okay.
Nice rain across the screen.
8 point. I do
Oh,
not want
to be honest, it disappears. It disappears when you leave the wall, so I wouldn't waste a fate point on it because it's the last
well,
encounter.
we're nearly at the warp, aren't we? Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Does it cause insanity and or corruption though?
I don't think any of the maledictions do.
He doesn't have to tell us that.
Because
Some
I'm
of the
trumping,
hallucinations, yeah.
You could go, you know, we could
I
go
am
read it
tripping freaking hard space freaking what is it, mutant balls here?
No, but warp hallucinations, though. Oh yes, you can join. Yes, you can gain corruption and stuff like that. So yeah, you may want to move.
Yeah, so let me at least attempt to save my rear when I roll my last fate point of the session.
Yeah, Flip, you may want
There
to
we go.
re-roll
I'm
that.
at it.
That's what I get for
maybe.
it's what we get a plus 30, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How much
Take a roll
hallucination?
worse than your first roll. That's
All
better.
right. So if you failed, start by roll me a D100 plus whatever you do, plus 10 for every degree of failure.
I think
I
only
don't
Discard and
wanna-
Floop failed in the
But
end.
thou
It
must.
added fail as well.
Yeah.
I don't
Added, would you like to
Look,
start?
the worst you can get is mutants everywhere. You'll be fine.
Well, no, that's a different. That's me cutting myself because
Oh,
my skin is tainted.
Oh, yeah, the whole.
So,
Let
so
me
it was a
roll
roll
mine.
D100?
Uh-huh.
I got an 86.
86. Did you add
Yeah.
your degrees of
Horror, the
failure?
horror.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
you
it's
did.
plus 30.
The horror. Gain
Oh,
2
cool.
insanity points.
I'm at 15.
You're
Nice.
fine.
All right.
Plus,
Yeah. Plus.
and then it would be plus 40.
Yes.
yeah, because you failed it by. Oh,
Ha ha.
Wait,
140.
Did you roll? No, you've just typed in 100. You need 1D.
Oh, 1D100. God.
Sorry.
98.
Not much
Sorry
better.
about that.
Better. Flesh is weak.
Yeah.
oh, that's not good.
It's just a D10 of damage.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of time to hear it up while I'm fixing the engines.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
Trust me,
So-
the platforming bit alone is going to take me 3 days.
Priest has started flagellating.
Flagellating with the flamethrower.
Is that added as well?
Yeah, he took 8 wounds from.
Ooh.
How many wounds do you have again?
12.
Does armor modify this?
No, because you're cutting through your armor. think your toughness does, though.
No, you deliberately took your armor off. Toughness will apply.
Yeah.
So, I think does Brother Ignatius actually take any damage? What's his toughness?
Toughness is 46.
But no, you don't.
Oh.
Because your
And
toughness
remember, being
bonus
at 0
is
means you doesn't mean you're dead.
toughness bonus. It removes after armor, so it can't be. You always have to take 4 points off most points of damage. There's a few like psychic effects. If you were to stare into Carter's character's eyes,
Yeah, but,
you would, that ignores toughness, but most of the time toughness will stop damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
I set the pin on that to 99, by the way, just to.
All right.
Okay.
And with that, it's time to translate from the warp.
Yay!
So,
We know where the Astronomicon is, so we just exit.
yeah, you just exit. You're on target.
It just takes longer.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We should definitely chart that.
Okay, you are actually
Yeah.
slightly off course
how?
because your estimates. Actually, no, because your estimate is saying that's only if you had stasis and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh, yeah.
we're-
Oh no, it is. You are off course because your actually duration was a quarter of your estimated duration.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Also remember that our ship
So-
goes faster too.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't?
No, you had to give up the warp train hull.
Okay, so if the navigator's estimate is more than half and less than
Okay, more than half left. Okay, no, it's fine.
Okay,
Going
okay,
quick
got
is fine. Yeah.
going quick is fine. I think as if you're slow.
Yeah.
Severely
wait.
off course if you're less than half the duration or more than double the duration.
So are we severely off course?
Yes.
Not a
Okay,
good
so
look.
Can perceive the Astronomicon hard navigation warp test. And we have plus 20 to that from the ship, from the engines,
So it's a straight navigation test.
I think.
Yeah. It's minus 20
I
for
think
plus 20 for the ship. Minus 20 from like just being.
And then apparently we
super
can,
fast.
if you succeed, you can then make the slightly off course check.
Okay, so it's a
I
flat
guess.
test, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Navigation
I get
warp.
plus 10 on it because of the talented. I still have one fate or a couple of fate points. Fuck. Reroll, yes, probably. Yeah, because if I don't, this could be bad.
Yeah, we will land in system because it's going to take us a while as is to get to someplace we can repair.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me.
All right.
Never mind.
Severely off course.
Yeah.
I should roll on table 2-9 inaccurate re-entry.
Yeah, adding plus 40. Oh, God.
Gotta not go fast? Huh?
We went too fast.
You went too
Exactly.
fast and you've kind of overshot the target.
Someone blew up the brakes halfway through. It was me.
But give it all she got, Captain.
Right. You're in a randomly determined location in a randomly determined neighbouring region.
Okay, we are not
So-
in Corpse Fortune.
You're not in the cauldron. 1-2 is with the Scales Realm. 3-4 you end up in the Rift.
Wait. When you say the rift, do you mean this giant mess of hell here? Right?
Yes.
Isn't that like
5-6
just lethal?
No. Because it's mostly lethal.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. And 5 to 6, dare I ask?
Founding Worlds 7-8 scenarios. Actually, I can just do a D5, can't I?
If you want to find any humanity that's not having anything to do with the Imperium, I think you may find it around here, probably.
You end up somewhere in Winterfell's realm.
Somehow we went so fast we went backwards.
It's the warp. What can I say?
You're in a randomly determined location.
We went so fast, we ended up going backwards.
So there's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7, 8. There's 9 places you could end up here.
And then, of
There's-
course, 10th would be... Well, there's 9 major places. 10 would be a minor place.
How do we determine where we end up?
Yeah,
there's
D10.
8.
D10. If it's 8 or 9, it's somewhere completely off the books.
I would
Okay.
prefer that. Thank you.
God damn it, Gray.
Oh.
Yay! Lost in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, welcome to Lost in Space. Danger, Williams.
Danger! Danger! Warning! Warning!
Charting a new world.
Alright.
Engines crippled.
So, guys, are you sure you want this navigator? He seems worse than the last one.
Got us where we were going faster. Well, no.
Well,
got us to
you
a
got us
destination
somewhere faster.
I am convinced that there's a little switch that Gray has been flipping that makes the dice rolls extreme.
Okay.
Options.
Rituals on re-entry.
View active modules.
Okay. So,
Can I chart the
you drop
route
out
if
of
I don't know
warp.
where the hell we are.
Yeah, you drop out of warp in the middle of nowhere. Engine's not inoperable.
Well, we'll see something.
There's a
but-
planet.
Yeah. Yeah,
Where's that random planets table? Was that
that's
in
what I'm
this-
looking for now.
Yeah,
Lord
we're
of
in
the
the system,
Expanse?
but
Might be
Stars
Lord of
of
Expanse,
Iniquity.
yeah.
No,
let
it's
me
Stars
see
of
if I
Iniquity,
can chart this.
I think.
Why
Yeah.
would you want to chart this course to the middle of nowhere?
Money.
Money.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
might be something when you get back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Stars of Iniquity. Stars of Iniquity?
Yeah, maybe this is like a really
Stars of
valuable
Iniquity.
world we've accidentally blundered onto.
That no one else has ever found because there's, not a map to it.
Yeah.
Because you don't generally travel backwards.
All right. Need a D10 for system features. Page 7, by the way. I assume everyone has the book.
Which book, sorry?
Stars of
Iniquity.
Iniquity. Planet generator.
Oh no. Let's. Here we go.
Key feature Haven. Where's the page for that?
So we're in vendor surplus now.
Oh.
There's got to be a better way to travel across the universe without having to tunnel through hell.
1 planet
Nope.
per solar zone. Planets within the
40K.
primary biosphere get 1+1 on atmospheric presence, +2 on atmospheric composition. Planets have +2 on habitability. This is a really nice star system. We have no idea how to get here.
We
Oh,
don't.
dear.
I can't make a chart at all.
Knowing it's there is half the battle, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gray, do you have the book, or do you want me to just tell you what we need?
Just teleporting you, I'm looking for a copy.
Sure thing. Star generation is where?
Yeah, I suppose we have another chance of creating a chart once
Another
we jump
D10.
out of here.
Yeah.
I hope so. This is a luminous star. It's been long aeons since it's shown at its brightest. Constant glow provides for the system.
Right,
Yellow, or maybe
I'm up
yellow
to
orange.
date. Where are we? Yep. Yep. Okay. System elements.
System elements. Number of them in each area per solar zone.
I obviously need a new sheet for random systems.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Maybe to automate this for next time. Alright, so
Looks like 1d5 per.
Yep.
Inner cauldron is weak, so the closest to the sun, inner cauldron only has 1d5 minus 2.
nothing.
Okay. Nothing in the hellishly hot inner zone. Primary biosphere, I think, gets some bonuses because of the planet
lots.
type being a haven.
Yeah. Goldilocks
Nope, I'm
zone.
wrong. but every solar zone has a free planet.
Okay, so there is one planet in the bad zone.
Yep. One planet in the inner zone. Biosphere would be a D5, and then another one for the outer reaches.
Just a flat D5.
Just a flat D5.
Yeah.
2 in the primary. 1 in the outer reaches. D100s for those. Uh, 21 is an asteroid belt. 13 is nothing. So 1 planet, 1 asteroid belt.
This in the
And then 1 for
middle.
the outer.
Yeah.
Anybody?
What?
One more
I just did a whole
D100?
bunch of rolls. I'm not doing any more
Yeah.
rolls.
I can do it.
There.
Yeah.
77 is Gravity Riptide in the outer reaches. What does that do?
That's probably what
Great.
rips you in.
Yeah.
Probably. Let's see. Destructive vortices, impossible to spot until nearly upon them.
We're gonna get stranded on
Estimates
this
the
planet.
sweep of a newly discovered system seldom turns up the hazard from the distance at which it is made. Ah, Gravity Tides on page 277. Lovely.
Gravity tides in the outer rim.
Yep, it's in the core rulebook, page 227. And then planets.
Yeah.
Which is page 19. All right. And that's it for system elements. Cool.
So no planets in the system then.
3 planets, 1 in
Oh.
each zone because it's a,
Oh, yeah.
a haven system.
You might find something good
Determine if
to
it's-
good hint to hunt here anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. So, planet creation. Body type.
Okay, and copy that because we'll need it in a minute.
I see where you find it. But
Yeah, I don't see that anywhere.
yeah, how do you know if it's a gas giant or a normal one?
What's the name of the book again?
Stars of Iniquity.
Stars of Iniquity. I'll drop a copy in the Dropbox. I don't care. I know I'm always running out of space. I'm too cheap to buy any more.
Oh, there's a minimum of one element in each zone, so we should roll again for the inner cauldron.
Okay.
We might get something cool.
Giant warp beast.
Dust cloud.
Right, it's uploading to the
Which is just nebula from the core rulebook.
yeah.
Planet. Right, but how do I determine what kind of planet it is?
Let's do a D1. The D2, sorry. D1's stupid. So. Yeah, so one. If you roll a 1, it's a gas giant. If you roll a 2,
Let's
it's
make it a D4 with a -2 for inner and a +2 for outer.
okay.
And then 1-2 for gas giant, 3-4 for 1-2 for rocky, 3-4 for gas. Because you're probably not going to get a gas giant really close in. But apparently you do.
-1.
Yeah.
Still need one more.
Oh, so was it 1d4 plus 2 or -2?
+2, I think. +2 for the first one, it's flat for the second one, -2 for the third one.
Yeah, you'll give me 1 second.
I think.
And
From in to out, it's probably rock, gas.
Yeah.
6?
Those were some extraordinarily average rolls, except for the first one.
The average is what happens.
All right. D10 for size.
All right, I got that. Clink. 8.
Large and dense.
For a gas giant?
That was the innermost one, isn't it?
Yeah, so
I
it's
think that one was rock.
Yeah, rock gas.
Rock gas. That's +5 gravity. And +10 resource. All right. Next one out's another rock, yeah, I think.
Yep.
Roll.
Large. Which is the generic default.
Yeah.
Any more?
Yep, one more. There are 3.
Yeah, it's a gas giant.
3.
Small. So more Uranus than Jupiter. All right. Oh wait, no, my mistake. That's just a gas giant because it's a gas giant type.
Oh yeah.
That's the generic. For some reason, they didn't call it typical, and I don't know why.
Hey, you.
Gravity. D10.
Normal. Is it +5 though to that?
For the first one, yeah, it's +5, so high grav.
Oh no.
+10 to orbital features. +1 to atmospheric presence. That's backward. No, that's right. Looking at the wrong thing. Is that another 8? For the second rock?
Yep.
Yep.
Normal
Ah.
gravity.
Yeah.
And the gas giant.
And the gas giant?
And the gas giant.
How
what
giant
D10?
is the gas giant?
2.
It is not.
It is barely a nebula.
Yeah, you could weak. Yeah.
+10 to orbital features,
Yeah.
which is the lowest bonus it can possibly have. All right. Speaking of orbital features, who wants to roll for those?
Oh, go on. Well, how many D100?
D100.
Just
I don't know why. There's only 4 results.
Yeah.
reasons.
Everything else is a D100.
None.
Yeah.
None
Makes
on
life easier.
Sunrock.
Yeah. Next one along.
What do we have on Goldilocks Zone?
98.
Moon.
Ooh, moons are fun.
Yeah.
It's generated as a planet.
Yep.
All right.
Moons cannot have moons.
Oh,
You-
I was
that would
hoping
get
the
complicated.
Infinite moons.
Roll for size on the moon.
Was that a D10 or a D5? Sorry.
D10.
Quite a small.
Small. That works. Right. -5 on gravity. Roll for gravity.
D10. It's fine.
Uh-huh. Normal.
Three.
Normal. Just got some
Quite
high.
a nice moon.
Yeah.
Terran standard gravity.
We can use this.
All right. And for the gas giant. What'll it be? Rings?
Oh,
moons,
solar features,
battle
yeah.
stations?
Is battle stations an actual result?
Yes.
No.
But
Lesser moon.
size.
Let's see. Just roll a d10. Ah, hey, a 6 or higher. It counts as a resource.
And gravity for this one, I'm guessing, is...
Nope. It's considered to be low. It's a lesser moon.
Yeah.
Oh,
A d10 for what kind of resource, and then 5d10 plus 5 for the value.
all right, so resource and 5d10 plus 5?
Or
Yep.
D10, then 5d10 plus. Yeah.
5d10 plus 5. We've got the
Just
what
checking,
it
is
is.
that plus 5 to each d10?
No, 5d10 and then 5 onto that.
32.
Okay.
Pretty good. I don't know
What
what
resource
kind of
is it
mineral
on a
resource is.
Environments, territory, resources.
Archaeotech
Yep.
cache?
Yes.
Oh!
Archaeotech cache! If you need me, I'll be in my bunk. Dear Mechanicus, today we found a cache of sunbeams. It is the best day ever.
Quite
They
a
go
decent.
bing.
Yeah, quite good size of arcade attack as well.
Yeah!
I mean, I was on the scanners when we found it. I'm claiming it.
Good thing you work for a rogue trader. He has dibs.
He owns you.
All right. Atmosphere. Only need to roll that for the first two.
Katarina is too loudly complaining about the quality of equipment and how the last navigator left the station.
Yeah.
Just take scan
Oh,
anything.
is that why that trip went so sideways? You were too busy complaining about the feng shui the last guy left.
Yes.
Ah.
Look, he had it in GUI mode. Everyone knows you need command line for when you're actually working.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, atmosphere is. I was away for the first part.
D10.
D10.
This is rock 1. So it gets a +1 to a 6, which gives it moderate.
Moderate atmosphere. No.
Yeah. Which is exactly what you want.
Yes.
Is this the place that has the Archaeotech?
No, that's a gas giant. And it's just a tiny asteroid with a little bitty research station on it that says Archaeotech.
Yeah. There's the remains of something in this system.
Okay.
Whether it's something with too many teeth, we haven't found out yet.
Yeah.
We're getting there. All right, that was first atmosphere. How about second atmosphere?
+1 again.
Nope, this was just straight.
Yeah.
8.
Moderate
Moderate
again.
atmosphere.
Okay. These are
I
all
don't think
good.
moons get gravity. Oh, wait,
They
no.
should.
Moons get atmosphere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moons
I mean,
get
they
atmosphere.
should. It's...
So, throw it.
So this is for the small
This is the
moon that
moon.
wasn't the resource.
Yes.
No atmosphere.
It's a rocky moon. Yeah.
Great gravity, no atmosphere. Terrible.
No
I mean,
atmosphere.
would you prefer the moon or the planet to have no atmosphere, though? Let's be honest here.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still mine the moon.
And then I need D10s for atmosphere composition. Just 2 of those.
So both planets.
No, that's 2d1. Sorry, I can't type.
Please don't roll that.
2D1.
The dash got in the way.
Oh, I...
6 and an 8.
6 and an 8.
Yeah.
It's probably not horrible. Tainted.
And pure.
Okay, well, the Goldilocks one is at least pure.
Well,
Don't
perfect.
worry, it's just a little bit of lead vapor in the inner zone.
Yeah. So basically, tainted means that, yeah, does not directly affect the explorer's manifest long-term colonization.
Okay. So who
Probably a
owns
-1
these
or a
planets
-2.
now?
Yeah.
All right,
Col-
and then climate.
Oh, yes.
Oh shoot. Hang on a second.
Luke, would you like to roll the
No,
climate?
that's habitability. Okay. But I do
Oh,
get a
flip.
+1 on that
Sure.
one, which means the moon
what is-
has
what is
an
that?
atmosphere. No, the moon has an atmosphere.
Oh,
Give me one more roll for atmosphere.
What's that? D10?
Uh huh.
Yep.
Three.
So everybody
Toxic.
else's rolls.
toxic.
Everybody else's rolls have been like proper rolls on the screen.
the
When
plus
we flipped through that
2.
one, it just landed on the 3.
If we had a 4,
Let's talk about how the actual dice mechanic works.
If we had one more roll on that die, oh well, it's thin, so tests to avoid harm are at +10. But yeah, still toxic. Oh well.
Oh,
Better than it could have been.
Right.
Climate for both planets and the moon.
so 2d10 or what?
Mhm.
3d10s.
Oh, okay.
Or
Temperate.
6
Temperate.
and 9.
Cold.
Well, that makes sense for the
It
atmosphereless
has no
moon.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
So we got a high gravity, tainted atmosphere, temperate world, a rather nice looking Goldilocks world, and a small toxic cold moon. Now for the big one, habitability.
Which is a +2 on all of them.
Yes, because they've all got atmosphere.
Okay, so D10 plus 2 for everyone.
Don't worry about the moon because it's toxic.
Yeah.
So just 2d10 plus 2.
Hot and cold get a -2. So that's just the moon. We don't need to worry about that.
Ooh, a verdant.
That's a nice
That's a rocky
roll.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And a 10, also verdant.
You
Yeah,
wanted to
we've accidentally-
hunt monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is a random monster generator in the Koronus Expanse book.
I've accidentally put us exactly where we wanted to be.
Yeah. It might be what you're aiming to be, but yeah, it's exactly where Rex wants to be.
I think we can do
Yeah,
the
for-
environments when we decide to actually explore the planets. For now, though,
Yeah.
we're heading to the gas giant for repairs,
And the Archaeotech stash.
which we'll find when we get there.
You've
Anything else,
got
or is
enough
that everything?
sensors. Well, we've got like land masses and stuff like that, but we don't have to worry about that.
No, but that can be done.
Yeah. Once you get into the orbit, for now you can tell that both planets have got a third system, and you've got a bunch of old tech signals firing out of the outer tide moon.
Well, it's
Okay.
probably what drew us here. Let's head for that one.
And the most important thing, no one else's beacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one can find this place because we had to fly backwards through the warp to get here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I should add an unclassified world here. With no name.
Yeah.
Row to the shore with the ship.
Who
no
would
name.
name it?
That'd be down to the road trader, unless he's feeling generous.
It's
Yeah,
definitely the road
that's right.
trader's job to name this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we should definitely check out the Archaeotech stash and see what uniquely draws us here before we came up with a name.
True.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that this is Darth Vader base on planet Vulcan.
Alright. So, Archaeotech stash.
Hope it's not a pack of brain melters.
My first thought it would be some kind of like FTL or warp beacon experiment that created the gravatic rift at the edge of the system. I don't know. Sorry, I'm doing your job.
No,
Ray.
no, we go for it. No, it's fine. That's a good idea. It's like the reason you've been ripped out of war is like probably because of this thing.
Yeah, it's like
Damage
it's
the engines too.
As long as it doesn't have a funky, twisty statue in the middle, I'm okay.
We don't know that yet.
It's
Well,
smashing time.
it's probably the receiver station for like an experimental FTL. It's like you get sent from one place, you get received in another, and like it's untethered. So now it's a giant whirlpool.
It could be that, or it could be a bunch of like osteropaths in a jar that's melded their minds together
Ew.
into a
Giant
big
machine that
super.
shakes the jar every now and then.
Alright, so it takes you a full week.
Oh, we forgot about hover.
You can't hover the navigator because it specifically says anyone goes near him, he looks at them and they die.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
well, they look at
If
me
you
and
hover
they
the
die.
navigator, you get lidless stared.
Yeah. So, I mean,
And
Ed could try it, but
Don't.
he's already on what, like 2 health or something.
Don't. Yeah. On the other hand, I would definitely like the hover when I try and tech use the engines.
So sorry, Gray.
All right. So it'll take you about a week to limp over to the arcade cache. It does seem to be some sort of kind of horrific, well, not horrific, old human workstation. Asteroid that's been completely covered in all sorts of weird, random bits of tech. It's hard to say what it was for. I mean, it's been hit by multiple meteor strikes over the centuries. It's obviously uninhabited.
I would like to roll Archaeotech to try and see if I can figure out what it was for.
Yep, all right.
What's the difficulty?
Going to be challenging, hard. So, right. Well, call it minus 20. Minus 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's minus 30 in total because it's forbidden lore, and I'm bad at that. This place is kind of wrecked.
Yeah. It probably had a function, but you're pretty sure you can see through the asteroid at one places.
I am glad I'm not stationed here. Wait, see
Well.
through the asteroid.
Well,
So-
rally up the servitor, see if we can get any spare parts for the drive.
Yep.
All right.
Well, we could explore the facility too, I suppose.
You're probably going to have to explore the facilities. Just you can't send wave your own troops across. Or you could go
Well,
across
we've got some
yourself.
spares for the drives. I should be able to fix it here.
Well, the problem is our troops will probably just blow everything up, so we should probably go look at the, explore
Yes.
the
Let's
place.
not avoid the away mission. Let us go on the away mission.
If you're sending anyone over there, I'm in front.
No.
But first, let's fix the engines in case we awaken something that shouldn't be.
Well, this took a week to get here, so you do one of your tech rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have a hover?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Hey,
3 degrees of success is more than enough to fix the engine since it didn't come with any hull damage.
Yeah.
That'll hold till we find a port. Something
There's a
goes
giant
ping. I
Band-Aid
hit it with a
over there.
hammer. That'll hold till we find a port. Or else.
I don't know. Can I get some Medicaid care to try to heal my horrific injury?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hang on.
who's best at that?
I haven't
Not
trained it yet.
I, said the Void Master.
I have a 30. It's untrained, but I have 30 for that.
I do have a medic. I have 34, but it's untrained.
I've
Well,
got
you're
31
better.
and I am trained.
Medicaid. Oh, well. You with your medical training, I mean. Would it
It
assist if I injected him from some alcohol with some of the alcohol from that party?
But have never seen this before. This is what the hell did you do to yourself, sir?
That's a knife injury.
Yeah, I use my mono sword, so the cut is very fine.
Should I re-roll that?
How does healing work in this game, actually? Because it was a week since you did the injury.
Should be in
Yeah, you should gain some back from that. Yeah.
healing. Hang on.
Yeah,
wait.
I mean, I don't know
Look it
how
up.
it works, but
Healing. Lightly damaged. Less than twice your toughness bonus.
nope.
You
he's
heal
definitely
1
not.
damage per day, naturally.
I think he's
Okay,
heavily
well then I can
damaged.
just long rest my injuries away. I'm fine.
Yeah,
One-
if you just spend the whole day in bed, you heal your toughness bonus.
Isn't he heavily damaged though? Like, how much damage did you take in the end?
5.
Oh,
Out of
5 of
Five
12.
toughness
Less than
bonus?
half. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you're-
yeah,
you're-
less than
you're
half.
fine.
Clearly, you require medical aid.
Wait, what is your toughness bonus?
3.
Oh, okay, yeah, lucky, but yeah.
Regrettably, my Medicaid Mechadendrite will not allow me to provide you with medical aid. You will have to tough it out.
Well,
And
I've
it
got
will-
a millennial old bottle of Glen Gooley for such an occasion.
Reese recommends you pray 3 extra times a day. That'll help.
That was his only suggestion as well, unfortunately. Yeah, just pray the pain away. It'll be fine.
What do you mean injecting him with strange, probably hallucinogenic alcohol won't help him in this situation?
All right. Well,
Well,
does
you're
everyone have a void suit? We're going to be heading out.
Yep.
Be next session.
I
though.
will put on my void suit.
Yeah, I was
I-
going to let Ray get his map together.
Yeah, my void suit.
No,
and my
Greg, come
wizard
up with something
representative.
right now.
What, you think he doesn't have just a giant pile of dungeons like this giant pile of dungeons I have over here?
Well, I do,
Wait,
but
no,
nothing,
on this
nothing
shelf, sorry.
specific for an asteroid base.
Well, yeah, but then we enter the asteroid base. It turns into a tavern. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you just keep a pile of note cards with rough outlines.
We can do a little bit more just to see kind of how well you get in.
Okay, sure.
Because
Alright.
yeah, there's a few things that can affect how you do it. I mean, are you going in auspexing?
Oh, yeah.
Well-
Ping the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I could try a Synesian's roll to see if I can detect any.
Yeah, that's another good
psychic
idea.
nonsense.
That would be an
what-
excellent plan.
What sort of
Find
a
out if
check would
it's-
that be, Gray? Challenging or
Oh.
plus minus?
There's not much life out here, but you are next to a ship full of like 20,000 people, so 20 minus 20.
We'll point the
Yeah,
bridge
then-
at the base so you can be closer to it.
No, that's probably gonna fail. No.
No,
In yourself. Right.
it's intermittent, but
Okay, so there's something there.
there's something there, but you're not sure what the hell it is.
Okay, well, that's
Is it
not
human
ominous
or-
at all.
It's intermittent.
I can't. Yeah, I can't tell. Basically, I think.
So it's like for a few seconds you're sure there's something there, and then a second later the asteroid's dead.
It's not long enough to determine. But
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
But also the fact it's hiding itself is in itself a little bit worrying.
Yeah.
We all know it's gonna. We got get ready for gene stealers.
Yeah, but that wouldn't
Ugh.
show up as a psychic signal.
Well, it would
Well,
be a
that's-
blank in the warp, wouldn't it be?
That's what the hive fleet causes. So there's a blank of the warp. The
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
the
don't
gene
think,
stealer branch is super fucking psychic.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why it's called the shadow of the warp is because there's the fucking hive mind is so overly psychic that it really just blanks out anyone else. It takes up all the fucking bandwidth.
Okay, so do we take a shuttle there, or
Yeah,
Do we
well,
fly?
yeah.
Do we go over? Do we just fly over? Do we jump through it? Or okay, so
should
Well,
probably
someone
just-
aspects it.
would this be operate void ship, Gray?
It
After
would
we
be
auspex it,
after you've auspexed it, yes.
Okay.
yeah? How do you auspex it?
that's
Tech
scrutiny
use.
plus whatever the detection rating of our ship is. Who has
-2.
scrutiny?
Who has good scrutiny?
I'm untrained in scrutiny.
It's plus 15 if anyone has scrutiny.
I do not. I mean, plus 15 would make it 35, but yeah, I think we might all floating around that point.
Yeah, I get.
Does anyone
34.
here know how to use their eyes?
I'm trained in my eyes.
Hey.
Scrutiny it.
So who has the best score? I think it was Zapenta so far with 35.
Yeah, I'm rolling at a 16 flat base, so not
Gotcha.
me.
All right, hang on. Plus
Good luck,
15. yes.
Zapentas.
Yeah, no pressure.
Hey,
Okay, we go. Got there.
Cool.
Okay.
Can I roll war to find the hidden gun turrets that are going to blast us out of the sky?
You have a look to where they'd be.
I'll do that. Check here, here, and over here.
Okay, so it looks like there would have been some weapon systems. They are very noticeably where you would expect them to be where the craters are.
Hmm.
But it looks like now you're taking a bit more look at it. This isn't normal damage. This isn't asteroid impacts as you first thought. This is someone slamming some heavy firepower into this thing.
okay.
This just went up 2 points on the interesting level.
Now, whatever's in there is more valuable, obviously. Okay. Now do we take a shuttle?
Yes,
Sure.
I think, yeah.
We
All
take
right.
the second shuttle.
So would that be operate void ship, Gray?
Yep.
Any bonus?
No bonus, no penalties. There's plenty of like debris sliding around, but they're moving in fairly obvious patterns. Yeah, you
Adept hand
easily,
as ever.
yeah.
I get the room. What's up?
Let's say you easily find a docking bay that seems to be almost working. You drop the shuttle in, you all suit up, and we'll end this episode with the door dropping onto this in no way creepy space station. All right.
Look,
so,
we're here
yeah,
to loot it first. We're here to loot it.
Yeah. Legitimate ideas. It's amazing.
Yay!
I'm
That's
sorry,
the thing about road trip.
We're clearly here to recover it for the Adeptus Mechanicus on account of it being
There's-
Chaotech.
Yeah.
That is the thing about That's the thing about Road Trader. Stuff just happens at times.
Yep.
The most important thing about being a rogue trader is turning horrible setbacks into opportunities.
Yep. At least your ship comes with like weeks of supplies.
We're
Yeah.
meant for deep. We're meant for deep. We're meant
Yeah.
for deep space, getting lost and dying slowly.
We could also
Alright.
probably resupply on the verdant worlds, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. So, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks very much to Evil Maya and Nick Fulton for the super chat. And hopefully we'll see everyone next week.
Have a good one,
Indeed.
sis.
Pretty great.
Oh, no, not next week. I am not around next week.
Okay.
Mhm.
Two
The
weeks, okay.
week after. The week after. See everyone
Use
then.
that community tab.
Yeah, I'll try.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.